All right. So, like I said, let's get this started. Right. So, you know, this is the thing, man. I can see what the I can just see what it is, man. I can see the situation clear as day. You know what I mean? And that's why for me, it's in my best conducive interest to be very smart, right, about how I'm speaking and what I'm doing in my actions. And what folks don't get is that's literally what the enemy and what the devil does is tries to affect things, right? Because I mean, this came out in a reading and download that it all has to do with what I'm speaking, right? With my mouth, right? So literally, that's what the devil is focused on. He's always been focused on that, right? Because I mean, the efforts that the devil has made, and with all these agents of Satan, right, that he's used, um, it's just the agenda is very clear, right? And the devil doesn't want the truth coming out. The truth has been out. That's first of all, right? Second of all, right, you have to understand something. I mean, you have to actually have some notoriety and some fame. You got to be known, and you got to have a seat at the table, like I said, to have this discussion or any discussion. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, I'm one good looking dude, man. You know what I mean? It's quite entertaining to me and funny what these folks is on and what they doing and how they all talk a different way when I'm not around. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'll let you stay on what you want. You feel me? Because that's exactly why everything is the way it is. You understand? Like I said, everything that you want to claim and say, none of it exists. But me, I actually have all those things. Like I said, I mean, me, I have it all, really. I don't have to go around talking about what I have because that's called overcompensation. You understand? So, I mean, I just think it's hilarious because they have no real tactics. They pretend, right? They want to talk and have conversations on the internet, right? When I mean, these are folks and people who literally see me all the time. Okay. I just had one of them, right? And you have to understand, they literally were saying that they don't know what I look like. But then you just said that I'm notorious on 6th Street or in Austin. Well, which is it? That doesn't make any sense. It can't be both, sister. It's got to be one or the other, right? Because the truth is that everybody knows me. Everybody. So, I mean, again, what is the purpose of just saying things that aren't true and everything you're saying doesn't exist? You don't own a business, right? Me, I built every business I ever created. I built myself off of hard work and dedication, right? So, I mean, the truth is, oh, you're definitely in your feelings. You're definitely in your feelings. And, that's all of them. All of them, all them narcissists, always are in their feelings. And it's just crazy because you're hyper focused on me. All y'all are focused on me, right? That's why every action you do is about me. Every word you speak is about me. I mean, the fact is they're all obsessed, right? And 100%, I'm gonna call them out publicly, right? Because what you're saying doesn't make any sense. So this individual, right, um, has some kind of account, right, talking about what was it, Foxy something, Foxy something or other, right? And all these people have gotten together, right? And it's crazy the questions you ask and the things you say because they couldn't be farther from the truth, right? And so you come across me on the internet, right? Just by random coincidence, which nothing is random and nothing's a coincidence, right? But it just happens like that. And then you're literally sitting there and you're saying a bunch of nonsense that doesn't exist. Like it's like a program you follow. Because all these narcissists, all y'all got on the same page to do what exactly? So when you say why this and this and that, and you try to ask these silly questions, I mean, my federal lawsuit is completely put together. I don't have to come on here and explain anything. See, that's what you want. That's why you was like, oh, please do. Y'all always say those things. You always act like you're encouraging something. I don't know what that is because it's all bluffing and it doesn't make any sense. See what I'm saying? See, this is not the reaction that you wanted or thought would transpire or take place, right? What you want is people to be out of character. You want people right? To be acting impulsively. No, I mean, like I said, they're panicking. They're panicking. They know what it is. And whoever that individual is, right? First of all, I know who all of y'all are. That's the first thing you need to understand. And I also know and realize that all those bars out there got together. I saw the little fake campaign you were trying to run online, right? And you were trying to do with me basically what they do in the music industry. Let me ask you something, honey. Are you a music industry or is it just a fake little bar industry that nobody cares about? Can you please explain that and answer that for me? And you have the link. So you have every ability to come over here, right? But yet you're not going to back up any position because, well, you don't have one, honey. hmm So, I mean, first of all, first lie, you said that I made a video that was 2 hours long. Never made a 2 hour long video. I don't think at any point in my entire career. They're called live streams, and I'm a public figure, like I told you, and I'm literally famous as it gets. In fact, I'd go as far as to say I'm the most famous celebrity in the world right now, tangibly. So when you say the things you say, why do you just say things that don't exist? And why are you projecting? You continue with the same terminology. So what are you talking about? Everything I'm saying exists and it's proven right in front of you. What do you mean? That's the same game like when people play that game like, oh, show me this, show me that. I'm not showing you nothing. You're in your feelings, right? And it's crazy. She's just sitting there, not doing anything, not succeeding, talking about she's a business owner. I got news for you, honey. There's not a single one of you, okay, on 6th Street that owns a business. And I keep telling you this. You don't even understand. The people who call themselves bar owners don't even own a business. Do you understand that? Do you understand how silly that sounds? The bar owners own a name. They don't own the buildings, okay? Bob Woody himself doesn't own the buildings. He's a mason and he's just in a fake position. And all of y'all are basically the underlings, right? That are underneath him, and all y'all work together, and y'all still are not successful, haven't stacked any real money. You aren't rich. I mean, and you're a third party to all of this, trying to give an opinion on someone you know nothing about. You don't come from my walk, right? I mean, I come from a totally different world than you, right? And it's crazy because you're acting like all this stuff hasn't happened. It all already happened. I already stood up to everyone and won. So again, what are you talking about? See, this is not the place for that. You understand what I'm saying? How you gonna be in your feelings, right? Over little old me, right? Like that's crazy. And then people try to speak and talk, and we're responding, and you can't handle the truth because you already know the truth is coming, right? And then that's what they do. They want to say lies and then want to not be corrected. No, you stand corrected. You stand corrected like all of them stand corrected. You understand? So I mean, again, I'm not really. I've never been in the business of talking about people, right? You just said first you say nobody knows me, but then you said I'm notorious out there on 6th Street in Austin. So which is it? And we all know the truth that I'm notorious, right? According to you, which I'm not notorious. I'm well known and I'm loved and liked and appreciated. So again, what do you mean? I mean, you say, yeah, please do a show about me or what? Well, nothing is about you because you don't have an identity, like I said. So again, what do you mean? This isn't about you. All of this is about me. Y'all were focused on me, right? You did all these illegal things and illegal stuff that you've done, right? So what you literally just did right there, right, is actually slander, okay? Slander is a crime. So, I mean, what do you have to say to that? Nothing, right? That's why they can't come to the show and back up their position, right? And like I said, I mean, why would you try to dismiss reality and then project? I mean, you're using the word delusion, but the only delusion that's proven crystal clear across the board is everything that you said and stated that doesn't exist. Point proven. It's that easy, sister. So what do you mean? I mean, you keep on talking and saying these things. I mean, again, I was right in front of all these folks. You understand? I don't get that. I don't get how there can be this system and y'all still can't be fair, right? You can have conversations in person, right? And these people, like, I know exactly who you are. You've seen me 8 million times in front of those bars. You've seen me working for them, right? So what are you talking about? You've seen me right in front of you. I know exactly who you are. I know who all of y'all are. In fact, I know pretty much everything. Actually, that's the part that you're wrong about. So again, I mean, if folks don't know who I am, then how is it that I know everything about everything and I'm in the middle of everything? Can you explain that? Like I said, y'all talk different online. That's what y'all do. You know what I mean? That's what scary individuals do. You know what I mean? You can have that. Like I said, all I'm going to continue to do, like I did, is respond. It seems funny to me. It really does. It seems funny to me and ironic that you want to talk, but when people respond and say the truth and the facts, you can't seem to handle it. Honey, I own billions in equity, right? I got access, full access to buildings cost billions of dollars. You want to use these dismissive terms. I mean, there's nothing crazy about it. It's my reality. I have receipts for everything. I could show you everything, but I don't need to, right? Because you already know it's real, because you know my word is the truth and my word is law and my word is bond. Billions in equity, mansion and estate, over 2,000 in jewelry, right? 530 on my wrist got you pissed.
Now keep in mind at the beginning of this video, he talked about not having to brag about things he owns.
Mineral rights, oil royalties was the best with stocks. That's why all I ever did was cut profits, right? So again, what do you mean? I mean, just honestly asking. I mean, I'm a real CEO. You can tell by looking at me, we don't live the same. We don't move the same. We don't look the same. We don't do anything the same. Not to mention I'm the real Bruce Wayne and I'm Batman.
Joey, you look like a crackhead from San Andreas.
So you want to talk about Batman behind his back in a whatever disparaging way? How is that cool? While you sitting around doing nothing, accomplishing nothing, and still worried about me. How do you say, if people don't know me, how do you know me?
I mean, does he not look like a methed out homie representing Grove Street right now?
If you're talking, why do you feel that? Why do you feel the way you do when folks just simply respond to you with the facts? I would love to know. These narcs, they all got together, right? Like I said, TJ already gave me the federal indictment for pretty much all of 6th Street. What's crazy about that? It's crazy that all you folks got together to work against one man, which is me, and it involves an underground illegal organization called the Red Triangles that's completely proven all across the board. I mean, there's corrupt officials being arrested every day. There's people like this being arrested every day because of crimes just like this. Again, my lawsuit is an entire conspiracy that's very real. That's why you're sitting there talking like that with your little fake smirk. I don't know what you're smirking about. I don't know what that means. I think we're way past that, sister. This is the thing with narcs. They have no self-awareness. Y'all are just like the familiars. That's why I'm telling you, it's real. And I'm the daywalker, honey. And I do this for real.
He's the day clopper.
You understand? I'm really the real thing. Yeah, I mean, that's just like that other one, right? What was her name? Danny, right? You mean when I said the truth about her? You mean when I addressed her directly? Let's talk about it. What do you mean? Because I remember winning every time. That's what I remember. For real. So I need to understand why you're talking and you act like it, I don't know, trumps anything that I'm saying. Because it doesn't. But what I'm saying really does. Right? I mean, look at Danny. She was at that bar for however many years, never succeeded, never became anyone. All of them. Every single woman that you brought into that bar to dance on top of a bar has failed. So you said that I made a 2.
Speaking of dancing on bars, hey Shamrock, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I was just waiting on you to do my shout outs.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Well, you gotta say hi to your chat, right?
That's right.
Alright, let me turn this to live chat. Scroll up a little bit. Hi, RTS! Hi, Schmug. Ing, my favorite German ever. John Cole. Ledge. Chaos. Hi, Colin, my favorite Asian man.
Favorite Asian man. Favorite Asian man.
Sticky McStickerson, my twin brother-in-law. Sheriff in here? I don't see Sheriff.
He was in Discord earlier. I'm not sure if he's popped in here yet.
Alright, there you go. I said hi to everybody. Hit the like, bitches.
Yeah.
You should hit the like on all of Sheriff
talking about a specific bar, which is a bull-faced lie and never happened, right? Well, now I'm going to talk about you. So, I mean, now you're going to have to go deal with that one. So what do you mean? See, this is the thing. They want to dismiss it and play it all. Oh, it's all fun and games. Oh, okay. So what A-Ray did, which was one of the most cowardly things you could possibly do, clowning around and going behind me and all this weird stuff, that wasn't a crime? Yes, it was. You want to sweep that under the rug, right?
Is he
It
still
wasn't
mad
a
at the
crime. I
TJ
mean, it's not a
interview?
crime, period. Just the way that you try to treat employees and people.
He's still mad
That's a
about things
crime,
that happened in
right?
middle
I mean,
school.
what are you talking about? I
That's
mean,
true.
I'm pretty sure, we'll say allegedly, but I'm pretty sure, number one, there's embezzlement going on all across 6th Street. And I do this for a living, honey. I mean, you just woke up a monster. Was that a smart decision? What you should have done, lady, is just like you'll do in reality. You should have just not said nothing and kept it shaking and kept it walking. That's what you should have done. Right? Especially right now with all this that's going on and considering how far I have this federal lawsuit built and how much the deficit is increasing of me winning. Yeah, you
Yeah.
should have just kept it
Okay,
pushing.
sure.
You shouldn't have said nothing to me. I mean,
We're
you're
so
just
worried
sitting there
about that.
literally she said, I'm a business owner. You're an enabled
The
narcissist.
biggest thing that's in deficit is this calorie intake.
Yeah, that's
You will
true.
never be a business owner. Owning a business is failure. I keep trying to teach you the formula. This is why I run circles around folks like you. You're stuck in Austin.
No.
You're a local joker. Okay?
You walk
You're not going to get
circles.
anywhere. You want to talk a certain way, but you don't talk that way in front of me in reality. You understand? Yeah, this
God,
lady
dude.
has seen me 8 million times. She knows exactly who I am. Just said, I don't know what you look like. Yeah, right. Said, were you one of the blah blah blah? First of all, that name is corny. Let's stop saying it because it's silly as hell. Right? That's number one. let's get that addressed.
What lady is he talking about?
He mentioned somebody named Danny. Was that somebody that TJ was talking about, or somebody he knew from the bar?
Oh, okay.
Somebody that worked at one
I'm
of the bars?
confused. These are all new names. I don't know, if these are
It's
real people or if he made them up.
Yeah, it's shit he's dredging up from 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. Like, what? So if this is the game we're going to play, then let's play it all the way, right? You want to play politics, right? Just like Abner said, let's play it all the way, right? So again, you got to understand. I mean, you said that it would be weird for me. This is how crazy they are and how silly. She just made the worst mistake she could ever make and worst decision ever. And she just literally restarted the whole thing where now I'm going to go in and it's going to help me win this federal lawsuit, right? So again, the bar that targeted me, right, was Coyote Ugly, right? That's the name of it, right? They made movies about this bar, right? And I was the main bouncer. So had the film been made, if there's a film made, I was that guy for real. And I actually got down like that
A film
and was a
was
real
made,
bouncer.
stupid.
And everyone knows.
I'm pretty sure it was about the original location, not the one in Austin. Was the one in Austin the original Coyote? I thought it was in like New York or something.
It's a chain.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying the original location was not in Austin.
Oh no, I think New York.
Yeah,
Is
that's
where it
what I
was.
was thinking. So if they did make a movie about the bar, which they did, it would have been about the New York location, not Austin.
Let me double check
TJ
my
knows.
shit.
She knows, just like I told her, you want to talk about me, I'm who ran the show over there. So
The
now I'm talking
original
about
Coyote Ugly Saloon opened in New York City on January 27th, 1993. There you go.
Yeah, so movie didn't have you in it, Joey.
you asked. You asked for me to talk about you. You said I made a 2-hour-long video talking about Coyote Ugly. At no point did I. You accepted phone calls from the Red Triangles, which stemmed from Carly Fiorina, my
Hail
aunt, who has
Sartan!
had her plot since before I was.
So, doing a little math, Joey's going to be, what, 37? He was born in 89, right? Is that about right? Except he's going to be 37. So, Joey would have been 4 years old when that bar opened. I don't think the movie's about you.
You dumb
born.
fuck.
All you folks worked against me. Your plan and plot
I don't
is
think
clear
that
as day what you're
movie's
trying to do with my
about you.
name
Do
and my
you
reputation,
do
and it will
you?
not happen and it will not be tolerated. And when I come through
You're
6th Street, people like you be ducking. You don't say nothing to me.
The song is about
You
you.
probably
You're
think that movie's about you.
insane. You probably think.
That's the truth. Yeah, you know exactly what I look like, sister. What do you mean? It wasn't even that long ago. Like what? It's been maybe a couple years, maybe 3 years, and they still running their mouth. That's how powerful I am. They still talking about me. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I ain't even said the name of that bar yet. Not once. She said I made a 2-hour-long video about Coyote Ugly. When did that happen? Please show me. Please tell me. Said, oh, well, then it's still on your channel. You mean when I talked about you folks? So you want me to go in and talk about Melissa again? Is that what you want me to talk about? and you sit there and you said yourself,
Make sure it's got air in the tires, Reg.
out your own
Hi,
mouth, you keep
Rick.
on kissing up and saying fake compliments. You say a lot of fluff. You do a lot of fake talking. Hell, I look better than Melissa. Seriously, look at me. That's why you're in your feelings, because I'm beautiful, sister. Because like I said, I look better
Doesn't he look like Skinny Pete from Breaking Bad?
than all you so-called women. And all you do is spend every day, right, worrying about me and my accomplishments. Is that not the truth? I'm one man. What are you talking about? Huh? Explain it to me. You said something's crazy about it. What's crazy about it? What's crazy about standing up for yourself? I don't understand. You do understand that I'm literally friends on like Facebook with some of these individuals. You're saying that people are above reproach and I can't call them out publicly and I can't say the truth? What would be weird about that? What are you talking about? I mean, I can tell you one thing, right? Those folks, right, like Melissa, right? She posts really weird stuff on her Facebook. No, I'll tell you straight up what it is. That's what they do. They keep pretending like I don't have eyes, like I can't see, like I'm not allowed to look at something. That's what they say. Or then they start with their false things and false accusations. Like, I have eyes. You're a friend on Facebook. Why, I don't know. You should have been blocked me, right? And I mean, I don't care what none of you do. So, I mean, I'm going to address every statement you said. I don't pay no attention to you folks. She said some really weird stuff on her page, which I think exposes a ring. That's what I think it is. I think it's a ring, and I think it has to do with the same thing that Epstein did. And I'm not joking. And Melissa made a comment on her Facebook that aligns with that. That's why you're running around with these evil smirks and on your weirdo stuff. That's why none of y'all got a normal, actual, real boyfriend, because you're weird as hell. How about that? And you see example of it after example every day. They just found a teacher out here doing the same thing. What's up with y'all? Like, and meanwhile, you got whole real men like me out here in the world, and this is how you want to act towards me for no reason, totally unprovoked. Never said anything to none of these people. Never was anything but nice. Give me a second. Hell, I'll just go around. I'm gonna go around because he's messing with the grass. So you want all the truth to come out? Foxy. Foxy? Honey, I got news for you. You don't look like a fox, okay? Literally, you're in this like weird hoodie. Like, honestly, I thought that you resembled and looked like a Bengal tiger. What?
I don't know. Is telling somebody they look like a tiger an insult? I mean, tigers are kind of majestic.
You said, please do a show. I guarantee you ain't going to be asking me to please do another show after this. I promise that. Is that what? Like, do y'all realize?
Meanwhile, this fucker puts on a mask and looks like Swiper from Dora the Explorer.
Swiper, no
you're
swiping.
like not
Swiper,
even
no
like
swiping.
gothic. You're not.
Come on.
And you know, it's funny because he is a swiper. He steals headphones and shit.
Yeah, you
Maybe that's what the cops have to do whenever they see him coming out of the store. Swiper, no swiping.
Punk rock. Why do all of you have to have like 8 million piercings? I'm just saying, and like all your tattoos are lame and fake. Let's get real. What are you talking about?
Motherfucker, you have a knuckles
You can't even handle
tattoo.
pain.
You don't get to judge anybody else's tattoo. You will fucking knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog tattoo.
And Joey,
Faggot.
let me also iterate that all of your tattoos you saw on other people. You're just copying. You're aping people's
That's
shit.
right.
You're ripping off your fucking ballin' tattoo from Tupac, your pussy tattoos from Brad Pitt. Nothing is original about you.
That's true. That's
Every
true.
one of your fucking tattoos came from somebody else.
Yeah, usually when people have tattoos, they get something that is meaningful to them.
Or
Has
it's personal.
something, it's
Or
personal.
it's something they designed. They said, "Hey, I want you to do this to represent this part of my life. That's something that happened to me."
Yeah.
No, Joey's like, "Oh, I saw this in a movie. It looked cool. Put it on me."
He got one from
Y'all
the
can't-
mummy. He got a mummy one. What is the guy with the whip, the ninja? Where's?
I think that's Scorpion, isn't it?
Oh, okay. So because he always likes to pretend to be,
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of personal. I'll give him that. That at least is, oh, hey, I liked it. Okay, I get that. But yeah, you're right. Everything else is somebody else's idea.
You even get real cats, bro. What are you talking about? Said what? Foxy. Well, a hell of a name. Name yourself Foxy.
He's
The
got
name don't
one
even
on his
make sense.
upper
Some weird
back, like
name,
on his
right?
spine.
Sits there. She
And
said, and the first thing she said,
I don't know what that one is.
she went and self-snitched immediately and told on herself, and says, "I can't wait to tell
Anyway,
everyone."
he's a fag.
Oh, it is you. It is
Anyway,
me, but
fag.
you just said that you don't know what I look like. Oh, you don't know me, but
So
you just
mad
said
this
it
chick.
is you. That's
She's
crazy.
so mad.
How
She
is it
said she
crazy?
doesn't know ugh.
Can you imagine? It's crazy that I'm actually from Austin and born in Austin, and it's my city,
You were
right?
not
And
born
it's
in fucking Austin, liar.
He claims to be from everywhere.
You were not fucking born in Austin. Plus, he said he was born in Atlanta. You're such a fucking liar, Joey.
He claims
God
to be. He
damn,
claims to be
you're a
from
fucking.
Florida, Atlanta. Oh, I'm from the coast. I'm from LA. It's like, no, you're
No,
not from
you're
any of those places.
not.
crazy that I logged online and got on the internet like everybody else. Listen to this lady. It is, absolute lunacy.
He also claims to be from the country, but he never lives anywhere but downtown.
Everything that she's saying doesn't exist, doesn't make any sense, right? Never has, never will. I don't even understand what the purpose is. Every time they talk, I'm just perplexed. Like real talk, like not even joking, like literally perplexed. Like, what did you just say? Bro, seriously, y'all got to do this everywhere? Like, come on, bro. Hold up. This is literally the problem. This is what's wrong with the world. You understand? That's why, no, me personally, I'm glad that those agencies are down here finally doing something, I hope. Finally doing what they're supposed to do. Because no, it's the truth. Y'all have been basically diluting the market for the labor market, job market, and it's people like you. I don't care about all that other stuff. You're all the same. That's what you don't get. And that's what you're supporting. You're supporting this empire of nonsense that kisses up to weak groups, right? And you're part of a weak group.
My
You know what weak group you're a part of, lady? Foxy? I'm Foxy Cleopatra. And I'm a
You
whole
can
lot of
have
women.
it
You want to know
all.
what group you're a part of, Foxy? You want to know? Just exactly what I told you. You're a part of what we call the habit group. You got a habit. You can tell by looking at you, you got a habit. Talking about you, a business owner. There ain't a single person who got a habit who's a real business owner, first of all, right? Well, who else you want to talk about? You want to talk about Tish? You want to talk about how backward she is and how she's not intelligent and makes no sense at all? How she's never succeeded in anything and how she's basically the lapdog of Coyote Ugly? Do you want to talk about that? Do you want to talk about how they used and manipulated her and all of you, and then they just, release them and let them go and fire them whenever they want? Why are you still talking about Coyote Ugly, lady?
Catch
You
and
don't
release
work there anymore,
coyotes.
I'm sure. You're not successful. You don't have a business, right? I can guarantee you what you do is the same thing all y'all do. Because everybody who got a habit in Austin seems to stick together, right? Fake party together, but none of them have any fun. They all just got habits. And then that's how you get by. You just give each other all the opportunities and try to keep all the money to yourselves, just like you did in that bar. And I'm going to say it again. Like, I've literally watched that dude who was the manager at Shakespeare's. I've watched them upstairs, okay? You don't get how good I am at what I do and how smart I am. I went into Casino El Camino. They all know everything about this because I'm from here. I went into Casino El Camino, and David is his name. He has a huge habit. He has a habit, 100%. And I've witnessed it with my own eyes. He has a habit, okay? And he'll sit there and he wants people to be quiet about his habit. And he's got a real habit, like a bad habit that you don't want to have, okay? He's got a serious problem. And that fake girlfriend runs around and acts like she's someone. She's nobody. These are all millennials, mind you. All of them. All of them. David's been addressed, right? He was trying to recruit me when I was that blind pig and telling me, yeah, you're a tough guy and I would never do this. And then everything he said he would never do, he tried and failed. Yeah, he tried to do the same thing,
Oh
tried to act tough, and got told what it was, and I just walked out.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just like all y'all, right? Nah, you folks work together, right, against one man, me, and I won. So, I mean, you're talking right now. Now's not the time to be talking, Foxy. Come on now, Foxy. Come on, Foxy. See, Foxy, let me explain something to you. When you tuck your tail, Foxy, and you run, and hightail it away, because that's what all of you did. Now's not the time to be talking. Just so you know, Fox. And I'm not joking, and I'm not kidding. They hightailed it like these folks do when they see Batman coming out here. These folks see Batman, they say, "Oh no, oh no," and they start running. So you said crazy. I mean, I think crazy is a very dismissive term. I mean, there's a thin line between crazy and genius. Am I crazy or am I just amazing? I'm not crazy. What was crazy is that lady you had trying to sing on the bar that literally could not sing at all and sounded like a drunken mule every time she opened her mouth. That was crazy. You want to talk though, right? You think he's a game? I'm sorry, but what? You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You already pictured her face. I don't even remember half these folks' names. She said, and then she had to throw in there, yeah, Melissa, you know, because she's gorgeous. Melissa's not gorgeous. Melissa's like a 1, like real talk, like not joking. I'm being for real. And all you do is be jelly of me, and then you got the nerve and audacity to try to roll reverse that, brother. I'm happy for everyone. Melissa failed. She's been stuck at that bar for however long, right? These people are sick. Real talk. There's something wrong with them. Everything they're doing is illegal and wrong. You have connections to the banditos up there, right? Want to act like people are scared? Ain't nobody scared of the banditos. Like, what? I've told them 8 million times, just like I told them in your bar. What are you talking about? Yeah, they try to get them to act tough, like, oh, we're the banditos. We're going to do what we want. No, you're not. Not when I'm security, you're not. That's what I told them. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Y'all have seen me in action in there, man, plenty of times. Y'all have seen what it is with me. So you want to talk behind my back? That's cute. Go ahead. That's what cowards do. You understand? But just understand, it's a little different. You know what I mean? Because I talk in reality. I'm out here in front of everybody. You know, what I remember was me going to pick up my check and seeing all the dudes in that staff, whatever guys you could get, and they looked shook. They were scared when I went to go pick up my check because they know about me. They know I have no limits. They know I'm a gangster. They know about me. I'm a thug. I'm a real gangster. Okay? I happen to be the mob. So imagine folks thinking it's okay and going to be tolerated that you want to go behind the guy who's the mob's back and talk behind my back. What is that? Who is you? Where they do that at? Can you tell me? That stuff is crazy, bro. Like, you shouldn't have nothing to say. I completely won, but you want to open your mouth? Okay. Good. No problem. Yeah, go ahead and do that. And get ready. Because guess what? Just like I told you, I'll be filing a federal lawsuit. A lot of them. I'll definitely be filing a federal lawsuit against Coyote Ugly, right? And I know the whole inner workings of your entire bar. And that was never what I wanted to do. I tried and tried. I tried with you folks. What do you mean? Zoe, first of all, has a habit. Her boyfriend looks like an actual T-Rex. Want to talk? Let's do it. That's what we call him. We call him the T-Rex. That boy thinks that he's a fake dealer. He's fake as hell. He's a fake dealer, and he literally will walk into the bar like this, like. He walks like this. You want to tell him the story about how he looked shook? You want to tell him that? I already stood up to all these folks. You want to tell him that? You want to tell him about the story? Because I looked right in his eyes. He was shook. Yeah, T-Rex is scared of me. T-Rex has seen me turn up. T-Rex is scared of me. So that's what I'm saying. You want to talk, right? And you want to play with people. You want to play with people's freedom, right? That's what y'all doing, right? Let's get real. You're all trying to play games about my money, my freedom, and play games about all of that and my life. That's what you're doing. But that's accepted? That's not accepted anywhere. I'm a grown man. I'm going to stand on business, just like I already did. I already stood up to everyone. I already told everyone what it is. I've already addressed everything. And they still talking? Why are you still focused on me, bro? Can you move on? Can you imagine? Like, said, oh, you think I'm mad? I don't think you're mad. I know you're mad. And see, here's the thing. You're talking from a completely delusional perspective. To ask me, you think I'm mad. Sister, I've never even met you. What? I don't know you. What are you talking about, bro? Like, get help. And she had the nerve to project that. Like, what? I mean, you got to make a statement first. I mean, I talk in person. You don't, right? I'm not hiding from nothing to nobody. And that don't even make no sense. Like, what? Like I said, nothing you said exists or was a fact. And you're just talking to talk. Well, your entire environment is only facilitated if you go along with these lies and these stories and this basically jelly campaign. That's what it is. It's a campaign from jellyfish, just like all these folks online, right? And you act like people care. Brother, I don't even pay attention to none of y'all. I haven't thought about that place or any of you ever at any point. What do you mean I did a 2-hour video? I've never even mentioned that bar, but now I'm going to. Yep. That's what I'm saying. You all act different when I'm around. That's what they all do. What do you mean? The main dude, right, is not successful at all. Isn't about nothing. John was one of the upper managers. John has seen me not respond to their fake illusion of authority that they don't have. John has seen me tell off Danny and said, "What's wrong with you? Are you crazy? She's a no one. She's a nobody. The CEO and the owner of Coyote Ugly is a nobody, and she's poor. And that's the truth. So again, what are you talking about? Brother, I ran circles around y'all financially. I have every bank receipt to show for it. John was jealous when he heard that I made 10 grand because I sold some mineral rights when I was up there. That's why I quit working for you. It ain't nothing. Every time I left that place, I got
By the way, that was the last time Joey ever had 10 grand.
a higher paying job. So what do you mean? It's very odd to me and weird that you keep saying things that don't exist and you're taking all of reality and trying to warp it, but then you have the nerve and audacity to project and ever use the word delusional. That's insane. That's what they do. They sit there and smirk. I'm saying something that doesn't exist. Oh my goodness, I'm so cute. I'm saying things that don't exist. Yeah, that's crazy. What are you talking about? Yeah, just goes to show that every single individual who ever worked for a Coyote Ugly outside of me, right, clearly can't get a grip. It doesn't understand what basic reality is. You want to know how I see you from an actual reality, point of view, considering I'm a genius, 4.2 GPA, top 10 in my class, diploma distinction? You said something about what? I'm you now? How? I'm accomplished as hell. I was a prodigy in baseball and tennis when I was a kid, and basketball. I got trained by James Silas's son. He was playing D1 college ball. I was better than him at 12 years old. What are you talking about, dude? Like, y'all are crazy, man. What? Hey, funny as hell. Yeah, now what you want is a reaction and a response because you know there's a lawsuit being filed. Yeah. Oh, don't worry about when either. There's no statute for this. And, when I get, by the time I get done with this publicly, I mean, they already have nothing. Like I said, none of them folks are rich. They don't have any real money. They don't have nothing. The bartenders work there. Then ladies dance on the bar for free. They get by and make their little tip out and their little money, which is no money. And this is what they don't understand. Like, don't ever front with me about money. Little tip outs and stuff, ain't nobody worried about none of y'all. Bro, you're talking to a dude who have bank accounts with over $300,000. I was in your city, my city, not your city, riding around in my Porsche drop top convertible with the music loud as hell, paying $4,000, $5,000 for a month to live in the Holiday Inn on Austintown Lake. I came to your city rich as hell looking for Charles Schwab Bank where you got to have over $250,000 to even have a bank account. That's who I am, baby. That's why you feel some way, because all y'all got together, you looked up a little bit of videos and saw my history. You said, oh, he's the real deal. And instead of being a real woman and pursuing me, which I don't want, I'm not interested in none of you. I mean, literally, bro. I mean, I'd rather date a Raggedy Ann doll. Not joking.
Yesterday it was a sea turtle, now it's Raggedy Ann.
Not a single one of them that's attractive or looks good. That's why they have to do that and say, yeah, and she's gorgeous. Because it's all fake. What?
Joey, what if it was a sea turtle dressed like Raggedy Ann?
I know way too much, sister. You want to get me started? Okay. Let me tell you something about Melissa. She ain't gorgeous, but she does cheat on her husband regularly. I'll tell you that. Yeah. Yep. Are you going to ever tell that typical, regular, what male, what's actually going on? How she entertains other guys so that she can barely get by? Come on, man. You people told me everything, man. You said it's odd that I said the truth. There's something weird. Oh, are you uncomfortable? You're uncomfortable because I listen and I speak the truth? Like, what? You people opened your mouth and told me everything. That's on you. Like, I'm genuine with everybody. You then formed a conspiracy against me, and you're trying to affect my life and everything I'm doing and my money, and you think I'm not going to respond? See how they are? They want to start stuff, but then when you stand up for yourself, oh, you're the bad guy. Bro, y'all weak and convenient, bro. That's you can't be serious right now, bro. That's hilarious, man. I laugh at you, bro. You make me laugh. Folks like you make me laugh. Like, brother, I know everything about you people. That's how silly you are. She told me she worked at the aquarium. right? You act like it's one individual. Bro, I talk about everybody. I'll talk about every single one of you. TJ was sleeping outside of a jewelry store. You helped him so much. And you really did. I mean, you let him sleep in a chair in front of me while I was working as hard as I could. And he would sleep in this chair right in front of me, right in the bar. That's where he was sleeping and taking his naps because he's homeless and always has been and always will be. Right? Just like he got banned from that hotel and he tries to say, oh, I got banned, then how come I'm here? Well, I don't know. It sounds like corruption to me because you definitely got banned because I was right there and you pulled that stunt with the guy working in the lobby because you said something about your ID, that he gave your ID to the wrong person or lost the ID, right? Or something like that, right? It's hilarious. Are you sure? Are you sure you want me to talk about you now? Are you sure? Are you sure that you want me to go in and say reality? So that's what they do. They want a reaction out of me so bad they think. I told you, you think these things and you think wrong. No. See, I'm not the one. I don't play games. Right? So, like I said, we just don't tolerate disrespect on any level. Never have, never will. You want to say something about 6th Street? I'm the king of 6th Street, and I have literally established that at a street level. Right? For real. Like the real thing, which takes a lot of hard work. It takes being a man, and it takes a lot. You know what I mean? It took a lot. I paid my dues in the street. You can't take that from me with words, honey. Why are you speaking on me? You don't get to talk about me. Understand that. I'm not a guy that people can just talk about. You're an underling. You're an inferior. I'm your superior. Seriously. So I don't know what you're talking about. See, I'm not overcompensating. I'm not trying to one up no one. I'm not speaking from an ego or fake place. No. You really my inferior. I'm your superior. I do this for a living. We operate above the feds. You talking about a business? You don't have a business. None of y'all have a business, but I do. What do you mean? Hell, I have a whole enterprise. I got an empire I built, honey. Are you serious? We operate above the feds, bro. I'm independent. And I'm also the man who's shutting you down. I hope you understand that. What I was saying about Casino El Camino, which they're corrupt as hell into, and they always had an attitude for no reason too. All of Austin is corrupt. All y'all feel some way about a stranger? I don't even know you, and I'm from Austin and born there, and everyone in Austin is fake. Y'all was fake at Shakespeare's with that fake bartender who wasn't about nothing, who would bring candy. He was fake. Y'all make up lies like you did at Barbarella's because I made 10 grand or whatever and came up and I was going to quit anyway, right? I was just working to get some more checks. He said something like, you didn't do the trash right, which was a complete lie, right? And he knew it. And I said, well, show it to me. Oh, I can't, right? Because it's all a bunch of nonsense. No. And the dude at the front door, he was literally taking money. Yeah, he was stealing, right? Which is embezzlement, right? It's a crime, right? And I know exactly who he is. I saw him later online. He was being jelly talking crazy too. He's never talked like that in front of me. All these folks are fake. When I come around, not a single one of them says a word to me, bro. None of them. I'm just telling you reality. So what do you mean? I mean, don't you got to kind of stand on business at some point? Don't you think? If you're going to say things, doesn't it need to exist and make sense? Like, brother, you're trying to play with my reputation and my intelligence. Like, never. Like, I'm sorry, but what? Like I said, you want to know how I look at you for what it is? What I was saying, Casino El Camino, yeah, David and them other employees from Shakespeare's would be up there. I think 100%. You got these smirks. You running a campaign against me because I'm the truth and I'm saying the truth and I'm a good person. Then you're unrighteous. You all have habits. I think 100% it's a drug ring and I'm the guy exposing it. So what now, sister? And I'm a civilian that's Batman, the world's greatest detective, and you just earned all my attention now, real fast. So what do you mean? Like, people want to act, bro. You know what I mean? I guarantee you they won't act after this show, right? Talking about it's still on your channel. Yeah, my channel that's a mega ultra successful business that I make check after check after check after check on. But you all have to sit there and work for someone else and have a boss. Every single one of you. Like I said, John was jelly of me.
Jesus, he's on one today. We've been going... He's been going for 2 hours. We've covered an hour of it. We're still an hour behind, and he's still going.
Drake is the other one. He was at Barb's trying to act tough, and without me, they would have never gotten anything done. And Drake was committing crimes when he did security. That's why all that crazy stuff was happening outside that gate with people, and they were trying to cover it up. So there's a whole bunch of crimes that Barbarellas has committed, and then he said he had a camera on. Well, did you record that? Because I highly doubt you posted that video, and you can't even post a video like that and have it stay up on YouTube.
Hey, Sheriff, what's up?
Morning.
Not anymore, it ain't.
Right? That might be the corrupt ones right now because it's all a network. They work from Austin to San Antonio, all across Texas to here and still make no money and get nothing done. and they think they're smart. You're all criminals, and you're not even real criminals or good criminals. You're not tough. You're not thugs. This is literally the way that you're surviving and getting by. And guess what? I'm about to stop every single dime of money where y'all don't have a dime or a pot because you know what, lady.
So do we know what video or what interview he's talking about that's got him all wired up this morning?
Well, what I'm taking from this, did he try and call over there looking, hey, you remember me? I used to work there. Was he trying to get a job? And they're like, who the fuck are you?
Oh, in advance of him moving back to Austin.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, somebody talked and he's not happy about it.
Right.
But you want to run your mouth. Okay. You could have just kept it shaken and not said anything. It was on the internet. It's not like you're going to say anything in person. None of you. Not you. None of you. Not the banditos. They soft, right? Everyone knows it. What are you talking about? And I've talked right in front of you. You know who I am. So what do you mean? See what I'm saying? That's what they do. Oh, we want to pretend there's a fake system, a fake hierarchy. The hierarchy is me, brother. I'm who defeated the cartel. You also had employees saying that their family was cartel, and he was talking and speaking like that concerning the other little guy. But when I turned up and y'all sent him to stalk me and follow me to Guadalupe to that other bar, which is also a part of this. Yeah, I feel they participated 100%, all of them. So when you sent him to stalk me, right, when I literally was going through what I was going through, right, I mean, and I was on the run for 7 years. 7 years I'm on the run, and y'all are playing with somebody who's literally on the run like that? That's cute to you? And that's when it happened. That's when it happened because of the red triangles. So that literally, Coyote Ugly was responsible for what happened. The employees there. What do you mean? It all connects the dots perfectly across the board. A-Ray committed a crime on camera. What was the point of that? And then you had the red triangle saying, it was tough and funny. There's nothing tough about it. He was horsing around, and I'm sitting here working. What do you mean? Some cowardly stuff, bro. What is y'all even on? So this lady want to talk and act like she can say anything? What can you say? You're a criminal, and you still ain't rich. Sister, you want what I have. You want to be in my shoes. You wish you could be me. You wish you could walk in my shoes for a millisecond. You'll never be me. And I'm about tired of it, man. I'm tired of you folks saying things that don't exist. Everyone at Barbarella's failed. Everyone at Coyote failed. Hell, all them bars failed. What do you mean? Barcelona got shut down because they couldn't get their quota or make any money when ACL was canceled. Every bar out there is getting shut down. What do you mean? Y'all haven't even done business for years. They've been had 6th Street shut down. It's a joke now. Right? That's why you said, oh, I'm not on 6 now. Well, yeah, because you have to migrate, lady, because you never had a career. I'm not on 6th Street anymore, of course, because you move around like cattle and bison to where you have to go to barely get by and barely survive. You're not exactly thriving, lady. And if rent's being paid, I can almost guarantee that it's from an illegal source and you make illegal money. That's the only people who talk the way you do and talk backwards, is people who make no sense and actual criminals, lady.
Hi, Surf.
Real people don't talk like you. Real people have a conversation.
You know, the Banditos MC has an official YouTube channel. Be a shame if somebody tagged them in this.
Actually makes sense and matters. Like I said, why am I your focus still? That's not odd behavior. That's weird as hell. I don't know this lady. I don't know you. I'm sure I've gone out my way to never even talk to you. But I've seen you right there in front of me, and you've seen me plenty of times. You know exactly who I am, and you're obsessed. So, I mean, the truth is, right there, all of you, right, are guilty of stalking. That's number one. I'm responding to that, to what you're doing. So what are you talking about? See, you keep on with this smirk stuff, but again, I have a platform. So I avoid talking about this stuff because I move on. I've moved on with my life like I always do. What are you talking about? I ain't focused on you. I don't care about 6th Street and I don't care about Austin, but I'm the king of it. I'm talking about actual gangsta in the street, though. You're talking about an actual gangsta here. Make that make sense. Understand that. You are not me. And y'all ain't thugging. What? Yeah, y'all want to make excuses and enable everybody's behavior, right? What? Wasn't you enabling that dude that was with the Banditos? What was his name? Like Choo Choo Train or some soft name? Right? From an engine. Yeah, he's a little engine. He's a little engine that couldn't. That's what he is. Yeah, and I was right there, standing right there, and witnessed what he did, which was another felony. He should have caught a felony for that, right? Concerning what happened, right? And that was him arguing with a homeless guy. Y'all aren't exactly the cream of the crop or the elite of the population, lady. Let's get real.
God, I hate that.
But you think you want to talk?
That he does.
See, nobody's mad but you. I'm responding. That's why I'm typing. If you're going to talk and not give me an outlet to speak and on a platform where people can hear the truth and it matters, What are you talking about? I gave you the link.
Frost is right.
You
Making
could
fun of other
retype it out.
people's
You could come
nicknames,
over here,
White
right?
Lavender.
You claiming you listening. Obviously you are. You said, I can't wait to tell him. Go, good. Go run and tell him. Go run and tell
Dude, White Lavender goes hard. What are you talking about?
I know it doesn't. Shut up.
him, and then try to do the same thing while y'all try to avoid watching my stream. So y'all got members of an illegal organization.
Check it out, Joey. If
trying
you
to
were
cheat
a
and
candle smell, White Lavender, I wouldn't buy you. Sounds gay as fuck.
and leak my stream so that y'all won't give me views. That's how crazy what you're doing
Shut-
is. Everything
shut
you're doing
this
is unfair and
crime.
illegal across the
Shut
board.
it.
What do you think? You're going to win? How? You lost the minute that you wanted to cheat. The minute you weren't true to yourself.
I'm gonna make some white lavender candles this year for Christmas and mail them out to y'all.
Oh, thank you. I would. Yeah, hey, table's nice. Oh, did you say candles though?
Yes.
Oh, I'll throw them
Sounds
on
like
the
it
ground
would-
and film it. I'll show you.
Sounds like
I'm
it would
just
smell like
kidding.
Gwyneth Paltrow's cooch.
See, I got God with me. I got God on my side. Yeah, and you just proved what it is. You're evil as hell. All of you are. Foxy. Foxy.
he's
What the hell
not.
is that?
He's not.
That ain't your name. I don't even know your name because the truth is, in the real world, you don't have an identity. None of these folks, none of them exist. I don't know what they're talking
Need to go
for.
get high.
I don't know what they're talking for. I don't know what she's talking about. At no point have they made any
Frost, no.
coherent sense. So, you know,
First, are you going to shrink some apples? Carve some faces in them?
Jesus.
Hey, Frosty, I'm gonna make you one of. I'll make you an ornament of a close up of Candy, either Candy laughing mid laugh, or when she does that thing with her lips when she pooches them out. Because I know you left both of those things.
you feel what I'm saying? Like, what is the point? What are you even saying? You know what I mean? I'm gonna turn around here because I ain't going on a whole journey today. I'm tired as hell. You know, that's the thing, bro. I'm sitting here trying to chill. I ain't even worried about none of you. But you want to just start talking crazy on the internet. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy that a dude can have paid this many dudes in the street and have the kind of real reputation I got. And you saying I'm notorious, but then you said nobody knows me. You're a walking contradiction.
Yeah,
and I took a look at you on there. That's great because I can
All right, well, at least it's over now. We only have an hour to go.
literally tune in and
What?
laugh anytime I want.
He's finally ended it.
Oh, we have an hour left.
I started an hour late.
Oh, fucking A.
Because I just see you sitting there doing
And
nothing.
you did a 2-hour show
Yeah,
today.
go pay your rent. That's what you need to do. Go pay your rent because you can always rent. I got news for you. You'll never own a home. That's what they all mad at because they all homeless. You'll never own a home, lady. I sold 50-acre properties for over 100,000 right in front of your face. Right? That's why y'all did that fake ban from that Kirby Lane diner. Yeah, on Guadalupe. Yeah, because the dude was jelly and I told him right in front of him what it was. And he's another one. He's shook. He's scared. That's the truth. Same thing at that Cafe Medici. Same thing. You called them red triangles.
Hail
Sarton.
El Sarton.
Yeah, actually, Shimrock did call Cafe Medici. And then
did.
Cafe Medici called the
Kicked him out.
cops.
He fired up one right before this, I think. Did you cover that?
I did not. This one was already going, and I was an hour behind, so I was just like, fuck it. So I didn't cover the first one.
Lied on my name. You had a problem with me issuing public statements about the truth about this group, right? And yet it's the same.
Nobody lied on your name, Joey. We just said there's a guy being racist in your restaurant live streaming it. You might want to check it out. Here's his link.
And they
Type of
called
group.
the cops.
Because obviously
And-
they weren't
And they
happy
kicked
about
you
it.
out on live stream. It was fantastic.
One of many times you've been kicked out on live stream.
Yeah, me and Frost got
That
you
are doing
kicked out of
this.
known places. Nice.
So yeah, all y'all in your feelings because I said the truth. You can be in your feelings. It doesn't give you the right to commit crimes and do tons of illegal activity and form a conspiracy. Again, you're all guilty of collusion and conspiracy across state lines. Foxy, I have news for
Yeah,
you. You're going to have to show up to court
prostitute.
now, lady. You just won the grand prize of being part of all of this, and now you're going to have to come to court. How about that? Yep. She sat there, and they got the nerve and audacity to keep talking. Sometimes it's better to just not say nothing. Sometimes it's better to
Truer words were never spoken.
just accept when you've been defeated. You already lost. You know what I mean? Sitting there talking about what would the lawsuit be for? What do you mean? What's the lawsuit for? You have any idea what happened? You know everything because all y'all talk. So while y'all going and drinking, not having fun, and everything's boring in there, like I worked there, I know how it is, right? And I was the best security you ever had. I carried everyone on my back. I was a good dude. I'm wearing a collared shirt. I'm looking good, like everything. And I don't even live in Austin. Like I literally had nowhere to go and still was that on point. Y'all all got places because it's facilitated because you got to have it. Because people feel sorry for you. Right? And y'all can't even help nobody. Y'all couldn't even help TJ for real. That's why TJ has to sit there and mooch off y'all. What do you mean? It's unbelievable. You ain't done TJ no favors. What do you mean? They be rolling their eyes right in front of TJ. He want to act like they his friend, but he was mad as hell every time I talked to him because they play with his money, he'd say, or his check. Okay, like I said, you can say what you want, but I suspect allegedly possible embezzlement, possible theft, stealing of checks, and this came out in readings and downloads. Maybe it's talking about there. Maybe y'all were taking money out my checks too, because I believe it. You understand? Oh, I think there's all sorts. I don't think, I'm positive. There's all sorts of money laundering going on 6th Street. Like I said, no, I saw David and them folks, and they was counting that money upstairs. Why are you going to be upstairs in Casino El Camino counting money? Like,
Because it's a fucking casino? You're surprised to see people counting money in a casino?
Upstairs where
Oh,
no one
fuck
else
that.
can get it.
Fucking
Spread it out
weirdo.
on the roulette table.
That's
Everyone.
right. Yeah, I'm gonna count.
Let
Joey,
everybody
have
see
you
how
ever-
much you have.
Have you ever heard the song, Joey, you never count your money while you're sitting at the table?
Yeah, didn't Kenny Rogers teach you anything?
no, that's very suspect. Like, you don't do that. You count money in your own bar, and you count it in front of everyone so people can see. When you start going
You do not have a table full of money counting it so everyone can see.
Because they'll steal it, stupid.
People like you.
behind closed doors,
God, is
and
he
you do
that
that every time
dumb?
regularly, and act like that's protocol or makes sense, nah, it's embezzlement.
Everybody knows you take it outside and just spread it out on the sidewalk and count your money in front of everybody. Everybody knows.
I believe allegedly 100% that's what's going on. Theft and embezzlement. Yep. And I think that's what they were doing is they go up there so that they can pocket money in cash and steal money 100% and then doctor the numbers. And I know this for a fact that that's what the bars do. I know for a fact. I know it for a fact. There's not a doubt in my mind. Okay. Then Brandon with Soho, he commits another crime, and we know what crime he commits. It's what Epstein does. So there's a ring out there of that. There's a drug ring, right? And these are the ones who have the habits. So clearly they're answering and doing the bidding of the evil folks all
Actually, Joey, Epstein doesn't do that anymore.
together, who all are part of that drug ring. So I just exposed an entire drug ring, but you say these people do their job, and it took me, what, 5 seconds to do so? See, folks don't get, you say one word to me wrong, and I expose your entire criminal conspiracy and drug ring. Keep on talking to me. Yeah, keep that up. Yeah, you real cute, sister. You real cute. Taxi. Right? Yeah. See, this is what happens when you're not real. Oh, yeah, and can you please tell the streets, since I'm out here in them, and I run them, right? And I run everything next to Mexico. That's where we at. You see me dolo by myself, and I'm a gangster, right? Waving my arms and doing what I want because I'm really the mob, right? I run every block down here. I got power like that, lady, and I live better than you. What are you talking about? I own a man.
Yeah, Joey, yeah, Frost, but Joey would, he'd probably fill up his swimming pool full of quarters because it would be more, and so he'd try and dive into that.
Estate, billions in equity, got access to buildings worth billions of dollars. That's why you're in your feelings. What do you mean? I dress nicer than you. I look nicer than you. I got everything that costs money that you can't afford. Said what? What are you talking about? It is hilarious, man. It is absolutely hilarious. You understand? Not a single one of them folks is about nothing. Never has been. Never will be. So again, what do you mean? I don't even get it. It makes no sense. Everything you did was staged. Everything you did was fake.
Like, remember when he used to cash his check in 1s and 5s because it made the stack look bigger?
And, it's all hypocritical. I mean, Zoe was sitting there saying, hey, nobody here is working hard except for Tyree. Tyree's the only one doing everything. And you just admitted it. You just admitted it. And there's tons of audio recorded, according to you, right? So, okay, then you heard everything.
Said no
Zoe
one
herself said
ever.
out her own mouth, Ty's the best employee we have, and nobody comes close to Ty. What you said,
Kill Ty on 3.
right? Because that was the truth, because I did everything. And I'm a
That's my
monster with
favorite.
it. I would barely sleep and go in there and get all the work done because I'm a boss. That's who I am, right? And I would do everything for y'all, and I help build all them bars out there, and you're going to have to pay me massive settlements too. All them bars. Yep. So I'm getting massive settlements from this corrupt police department, that corrupt police department, and from all the 6th Street and all the bars on it. Play with me. Boom. Say
God.
one word to me, 100%. As soon as I get this money that God's going to give me and I'm in no rush, I'm filing a lawsuit on every matter. Y'all are going to pay me all my money, and that's it. And like, I'm going to be filthy
So as soon as you get money, you're going to sue us for money.
That's like a genius plan.
Okay.
rich no matter what, and I'm already extremely wealthy. Kind of seems like a genius to me. Seems like a genius formula to make and spend more money than your entire government combined, which only I did. Be the only self-made trillionaire ever existed. Like I said, I got set up and targeted. I was on the run for 7 years because people were doing this same operation, being jelly, trying to play with my cars and my assets, right? And I stood up for myself and did everything right, and defended myself because it was constant, just like now with the constant spiritual you-know-whats and the constant false calls and the constant, right? That's illegal. You can't do that.
Constant.
So when all that stops and we get clarity, right, That's when I speak. You understand? Like right now. Y'all continue the same behaviors. You're in your feelings because I'm the richest man you've ever seen. I'm the Don Dada, and I'm better looking than anybody you've ever seen. And your actual proof and proving my point.
Yeah, for us, but he had like 2 $7 an hour jobs, so that's really 14 an hour.
That so-called women are very odd today, and you make no sense. And you're operating out of nothing but just pure jealousy, malice, and hate and spite, and it's disgusting. You understand? Like I said, I'm just a normal dude. You know what I mean? How come y'all can't get yourself a normal man? That's my question. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't want you. I'm just saying it has to do with me because I'm a real dude and I'm good looking as hell and have a lot to offer any woman. How come none of you have a real boyfriend? Not a single so-called woman on 6th Street ever had a real boyfriend. All that stuff is staged and fake, and it's very rare. That's the truth. They're all lonely as hell. It's very rare, and it's fake and simulated. And it's always to make some statement of your spite, that you have something against your own folks, like me. You got something against the whole world. You're mad at the world because you got rejected, you know, back in the day at prom, something like that. Rip up. Trust me, you want to play these games? Go right ahead. Be my guest, because I'm going to have a field day now. I'm going to have a field day, bro.
Yeah, proper
There's a bunch of emotional
relationships.
so-called women that can't even think straight and get it together and have habits, and you renting and ain't got no position or basis to operate from, and you ain't got the spirit of God with you. That's right. I got God with me. You understand? I got God on my side, so who could be against me? You see the difference? You understand? See, the devil can tell a lie on my name all day, but I'm always exonerate myself and prove that lie false because I got the spirit of God and the Holy Spirit within me. The Holy Spirit is real. Yeah, you and your feelings. Why are you in your feelings? Because I'm stronger than all your
He has half a pocket burrito, Charles.
co-workers. We already know that. You and your feelings because I made him spend more money than any of y'all I've ever seen. Come on, you were jelly of me at Barb's. You were jelly of me at Friends, right? I mean, you all act like karma hasn't been had. All them folks got their karma. All of them. Like, God's been handling all that. Yeah, God's been at work. Oh, he been handling 6th Street. Yeah, why don't you talk about that? God has been handling 6th Street. All of them. Every single one of them. That's why, oh, you want to run your mouth? Okay, no problem. I can guarantee instant karma right now. I'm calling it right now. I'll make another prediction. Instant karma. For anyone who's saying anything about me that's not true, talking behind my back or hiding on the internet and talking in a way you would never talk in front
Well, he's not currently live, Dutchy, but I was an hour behind getting started, so we still got 48 minutes to go.
of me. I'm a man. I'm about my respect, and that's the way any man should be. Who are you people? It's fake, man. You want some fake stuff, homie. When I come around and come down the block, don't none of y'all talk like this. Not the soft banditos, not none of you. And remember, I'm the one who put all these gangs out of business and actually took them on head on in the street and won. That's who you talking to. You talking to the man who they made movies about because I'm who defeated the cartel. Ain't nothing crazy about it. It's just reality, sister. You got to get with it. Yeah. So what are you talking about? Huh? That's why T-Rex is scared of me, huh? All you doing is just, my reputation precedes me, baby. All you doing is just showing what a goon and a gangsta I am for real because you see it ain't fake. See, I'm not acting. I'm not fronting. I'm me. You understand? That's why they want to get me worked up because they think that means something. You think anger is a bad thing? Anger is what got me this far. And well, God, but anger is what I use in business.
Anger and God.
I use my rage. I harness that stuff. It's power. What do you mean? So I need to know what you're talking about. Because the truth is, none of it exists. None of it exists and none of you exist. You're never going to have a business. You're never going to succeed. And you can just see it written all over your face. I took one look at you right now on that camera and I laughed. Because you could just see it. You can see the failure in their face. You can see what it is. You can see what you want.
You fucking
and they all have that
serious?
same look. They 1 minute with my little smirk, and then the next minute you look at them. Let about
Does
10,
he
20
not
minutes
know
go
that
by
we
like
can
I did.
see
Come back
him?
and take a look at them, and they just look like real sad and depressed.
Did he video call?
That's them. There's nothing going on. They're not successful.
No, I think
They
he
haven't
went on their
accomplished anything.
Facebook.
Not a single one of them. So why is this lady even talking? Why are
Hi,
you talking,
Dutchie. I love you,
cash
Dutchie.
stuff on the internet? Why are you talking to a gangster, much less like that? That don't make no sense. I'm a gangster. You're a civilian. Stay in your
Hi,
lane, sweetie. All
Carl.
right? Real talk. Stay in your lane. You're not me. You're not me, and you never will be me. And all them dudes that y'all deal with are a joke, and they'll never come close to me. That's like that other dude. He's like ex-military or something. They run around. I'm going to keep walking for a minute because I want to keep talking for a little.
Frosty, whenever you stop your car and you got a chance to look at it closely, in his outfit today, he's
cute again.
He's got on like a, yeah, I know, I got it in the background. He's got on his flannel and his little beanie cap, and when he puts on his sunglasses, tell me he doesn't look like Skinny Pete from Breaking Bad.
They run around trying to kiss up and act like he's someone. How come all y'all are part of the same group? The group, just like down here. Why are all of you part of the same group and you're always being jelly? I'm standing up for myself. I don't care who feels what way or who take it any way you want. It's the truth. That group is always jelly. Like I said, I'm glad that these agencies coming down here and finally doing what they're supposed to do. Maybe it's karma. Did you ever think of that? I'm sitting here trying to be a good, nice guy and protect you folks and protect everybody and protect people. But, like I said, I mean, you got to understand. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, no, you folks
Dog,
want to
what's up,
talk and talk and
dog?
talk, but you ain't
Got all
from
my
here.
dogs in the
You ain't
chat.
from here. This ain't your home, and this is my home, and this is my country, and you want to be right here in front
Shout
of me,
out to
and
my
you want to come on my
dogs.
soil and then talk like that? You know what I mean? Come on, bro. You know what I mean? You're the one who's out of line, bro. Just like Danny was when I addressed her directly, right? And that's what they was doing, sitting there. Oh, it's funny. It's all on camera. Yeah, your own fake security, right? The dude who's an ex-cop or whatever, right? Because they all corrupt. And he's sitting there laughing. Oh, it's funny. Okay. So it's funny. The reason I addressed Danny is because she started talking actual stalker rhetoric in front of me. I'm a grown man, and you sitting here trying to talk to me, Slick? Who is you? What are you talking about? Talking about Danny, someone. Danny was never anybody. Danny's someone who's poor and wasted all her time working at Coyote Ugly that no one cares about. And y'all have built some delusional world that doesn't exist. And they don't even have fun. Hell, I had more fun every time I worked there or went in that bar than they've ever had in their entire career. They're all narcissists and they're empty and miserable. That's the truth, sister. So you want to talk, right? Right? Come on, man. All of them. I think the other one was named Gabby. Same thing, fake, right? They all want to act like they have some kind of fake power. All of them want to act this and that, and I'm real as hell and say how I feel and talk right in front of everyone. Then they'll be the first ones to sit there and act like I'm being different. Oh, okay. I'm being different. I'm not being different. I'm saying the truth. I felt the same way the entire time based upon your actions. You just never asked me because all y'all were too busy plotting behind my back. Why don't you talk about that? Sorry, what? Yeah.
All right, we're gonna switch over to the current one.
Coke, jelly. All of them feel some way just meeting me in my essence of who I am. Like I said, look better than all these so-called women. For real. I mean, are you serious? Are you going to really sit there and even act like there's a comparison? What? Yeah. And I don't look
Get
like
him
what I've
back
been
down to
through.
normal speed.
I
He
look
sounds like
amazing.
he's on a half
You
a bottle of rye.
And
I know,
like I
he's
said,
hit the
everything with me
Xanax.
is a symbol of strength. So that's why we have discussions that make sense when we speak. It's just called basic respect. You know what I mean? You got to have self-respect. You don't have that, you're not ever going to be able to build anything. That's why they can't build anything. That's why they don't have anything going on. They haven't built nothing. I'm building an empire. The empire's already built. I'm just building it more and more every day. What do you mean? Don't you wish? You only wish. You know what I mean? None of them, they'll never be at my level, man. They know they'll never be at my
This
level.
guy just
You
summed up.
understand? Yeah,
I'm like reading this guy, his requirement for his girlfriends. All you have to do is text me back, don't cheat on me, and give me head. That's the.
I mean,
They're like, wow, that's that
fair.
guy's too. Yeah, it's every guy's requirement. Sorry, everybody. It's not Joey's stuff.
looking nervous as hell.
Oh, he's dragging that leg
man.
today, huh?
Man, I see what
What's
it
wrong
is
with
all
the leg,
across the
Sheriff? Is it
board, man.
blistered?
You understand?
That's his feet. His feet are all fucked up. Because they get open sores, and he keeps them in those nasty, bacteria-ridden shoes.
Ew, that sounds disgusting. But
He's
also
literally
at the
got
same time,
trench foot.
I hope that shit falls off, motherfucker, on camera.
I'm really down here next to the border of Mexico. You understand? Why are you focused on me? I ain't up there. It's been years since I've been up there, man. It's had to have been, what, 3 years? I've been Batman going on 3 years. I mean, like, I cooked. I did great. Like I said, I always make more money than y'all. I guarantee you I was making more money than any of them at these bars or Coyote Ugly. I guarantee you that. That's why they in these feelings. You know what I mean? That's why TJ was like, well, I know someone who made 11 bands twice. They all jellyfish because I told him I made 11 bands, so he got a one-up with a fake story. You get what I'm saying? That's what they do. That's what they've always done.
I've never heard that.
Make up stories that don't exist.
I gotta look that up.
Right, project.
I think he's talking about Daniel Larson.
Oh.
I can't believe that lady was seriously projecting and thinks that's a good choice or a good
It was
decision.
actually a medical term.
Said, I can't wait to tell them. You don't got to tell them because you're all listening. So, I mean, there's nothing to run and tell. You want to be a soldier boy, run and tell them so bad. Yeah, you should go run and tell them. Run and tell them that Tyree Sneed is always the king.
So he's across the street. He's heading over. He's gonna cross the street and pass the Toyota dealership, and he'll be at the park.
Run and tell him that.
You and Sheriff. are
Run and tell
scary.
him that I'm Batman and I'm the actual prophecy. So the guy that you were talking to, and I've never spoken to you. I've just seen you around, and you definitely see me. You know exactly who I am because you're part of this, right? That's why you're talking like that. They said did a 2-hour video talking about Coyote Ugly. When did that happen? When? I never made a video in my entire career talking about Coyote Ugly till you said that till now. So that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna speak, I mean, get your facts straight. What do you mean? Why would I talk about
Nothing gets Joey turned up quite like women talking shit about him.
an establishment that's never succeeded?
He
That ain't
literally
make no
spent
sense.
most of last year bitching about
Right,
the
brother,
bars
I'm
on
not even
6th
worried
Street.
about it.
I've
I
never
wasn't
made
worried
a
about it
video.
then. This all happened 3 years ago. When I got back down here, I went through real things because of what happened when these people made their phone calls to Seton Hospital. You want to talk about that? Because I'll tell you what, this ain't the platform for it, is it? Yeah. These folks called Seton Hospital. They was all working together. That's why them folks at that hospital, when I go in there, I'm going to tell you straight up, that's why them fake doctors and fake nurses tried to talk to me some way that last time I went up there, because they don't even do anything for you anywhere. And I went up there to get help for what they did. They're responsible for what happened to me. Them. They all work together, right? And they're all who did it. And I'm telling you right now, 100% that Seton Hospital, I have proof, and it's even on their mics and their cameras, that folks that were working in the lobby admitted that they were taking phone calls and were talking about me behind my back. And then what happened. Then I go back up there trying to get help for what I'm going through, right? Because I was constantly trying to get help. Anybody would. I needed help. You understand? And, I'm going through what I'm going through, right? And I'm still good. I'm still here. Still.
So I just want to let y'all know we may not ever hear from Shamrock again. She stumbled on a channel of AI Pomeranians cooking food.
Babe,
What?
it was mashing potatoes,
Uh-huh.
and it took 3 of them to walk the pizza to the oven. Okay?
Right.
This channel.
It's just little AI Pomeranians making
Korean,
pizzas.
AI Korean Pomeranians.
Yeah.
Doing
pretty
soap
much.
operas.
Moving, still, surviving because of God, because of the grace of God. I'm an immortal vampire. That's the only reason. See, they want to cover up what they actually did. Nah,
It's making
the
apple
people
pie.
know if they listen. I've talked about it on here on this platform before. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Can't be serious, man. I survived the impossible, brother.
I'm not gonna lie, Frost. It's way better.
Yeah, that's why them fake doctor and nurses were talking the way they were talking, and I knew it because they were in on it. And that's what they all keep doing. They keep trying to pretend that they're talking to me some way that they don't
Yeah,
talk.
I think
to
it'll
me.
be a good palate
It's
cleanser. I'm gonna watch that after this.
all fake. It's trying to get a reaction and a response. You understand? So they're all getting together behind my back and playing games. That's familiars, bro. I'm a daywalker. These are familiars. All them folks are familiars. Like I said, this is a worldwide conspiracy. Oh, it's
I'm gonna grab a
definitely real.
snack. I'll be
It
right.
definitely exists. You know what I mean? Like I said, come on, man. People don't even talk to me crazy, bro. They don't. Reality is so much different. So why would that doctor feel inclined to say anything? And why do you keep talking in a way that makes no coherent sense? He was saying something about that they had the game going on with UT. What do I care? Like, brother, I survived the impossible with what you did and are responsible for. And I survived the impossible when I was younger with what happened with Delos Dodds, who was the athletic director of UT. You're 100% responsible for all of this. You understand? UT is 100% responsible for all of what they've done. So again, what do you mean? You can't just do all this stuff and then think it's going to be covered up and not spoken about or talked about. Not at all. The truth is out there publicly already, man. You understand? Yeah, what y'all did is crystal clear. I don't got to spell it out. It's crystal clear, bro. I'm the strongest dude who ever existed, and I'm the real Messiah. So it's a whole story, and I'm the main character. That's what folks don't get. They compare it to the Truman Show in these readings. It's worse than that. It's way worse than that. What I went through is unbelievable, and somehow, I'm try to keep going, try to keep pressing forward. You know what I mean? That's why they still on it. They still trying to talk crazy. That's crazy, man. Like I'm trying to get myself right. I ain't even worried about nothing nobody's saying. Like, why are you talking about me if I'm not even around and I'm not up there? That's weird, man. That was like 3 years ago, bro. You know what I mean? It's been a minute. I've been the real Batman the entire time. So you got to understand, you're talking to Batman, and you were back then. So, I mean, that's all cute and all that. But I mean, even if you see me walking on the street in Austin, I'm Batman in reality, and I do this for real. So, like I said, I mean, who are you? I mean, like I said, we all know what I do for a career. You know what I'm saying? But who are you? You know what I'm saying? You got to have an identity in this game, man. You can't just be running around talking fluff. You know what I mean? It don't work like that. But yeah, I'm the king of Austin. Like I said, when I got to Austin back in the day, when I came back, them folks was always looking at me like, wow, that's the thing. They always jelly because I'm a good looking dude, because I'm just amazing. Yeah, literally, they was like, wow, all them folks are is jelly because they're all nobodies. Ain't a single one of them even got an identity. Why don't you talk about that? That's the truth. They mad because I'm somebody and they're nobody. Yep. They jelly because they ain't us. That's what it's about. 100%. So that's what I'm saying, because I have an identity and these people are just stuck working in the same bars. They feel some way. That's fine. You can feel any way you want. What's it got to do with me? You see what I'm saying? You want to project online hiding? I mean, go right ahead. It's what y'all always do. Ain't that the same thing all of them did who worked for those bars? Y'all got together and had groups online. That's illegal as hell, bro. For the purpose of what you're doing, that's illegal. You can't do that. No, you can't. Just like you can't get together in any state, especially across state lines, and do stuff like this. The minute there's one or two parties, that's a huge problem. Huge problem. See, so this is what happens now. This is what comes with the territory, because you got a bunch of millennials and crazy entitled folks that can't get right, right? Bunch of can't get rights, right? And this is literally what happens because these folks are so jelly they can't see straight. So they start trying to play games while they hide. Every single one of you is hiding still. Every single one of you has done this all at a distance. When y'all in front of me, y'all want to act and be fake. There ain't nothing gangster tough about you. Everything you've done was sneaky as hell. Yeah, they think they sneaky. They all think that they just gonna get away with what they did. No, you're not. Not a single one of you gonna get away with what you did. You hear that? You understand me on that? Yeah. No, I'm not anything. I feel the way that I should. Are you serious? You have any idea what I'm still going through because of all this? You understand? Oh, but you want to get online and talk like something's funny or cute or a game? What? Not in front of me. Feel me? Yeah. So, like I said, I mean, it's that serious. It ain't just about money. It's that I shining on me. But I'm just telling you the facts, man. I was walking to Charles Schwab Bank when I first came back to Austin. I was born there, grew up there. Same hospital that did all this is the hospital I was born in. I don't know if it's the same branch or same location, but I was born in Seton, and this is all proven all across the board. They was listening to the program. They knew what was going on with me. Everything they did
Hail Seton.
was arranged. Yep. And it was 100% real. Everything that's happened is real. What do you mean? There's nothing to prove. We all know what happened. Like, it's just crazy to me. I've never seen anything like this. Ever. I've never heard a story like this. It doesn't exist. I'm the real Batman. So for me, it's crazy, man. That's why God said, you're going into hiding. Like, yeah, who the hell would want to be around these people? I don't want to be around much of no one unless they being positive and support me and want to help me financially. actually rooting for me. Other than that, I mean, after what I went through, hell yeah, I'm going into hiding. I ain't trying to talk to nobody. That's the thing. I'm the real Batman. See, they're all
Hell
they
yeah,
all
I'm
know what
hiding
it
like a
is.
bitch.
They all know it's real. This ain't no movie, homie. This ain't fake. The depictions are about me. I'm the prophecy. So, you can feel any way you want. You can say what you want, do what you want, but you heard about me. That much I know because I've gotten busy. I've paid all my dues. I know who I am, man. I run the streets. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't
He was born in a manger in Gotham. How about that?
play like that. When you talk to me, you're gonna talk to me with the utmost respect. Feel me? Like I said, you're gonna see me out there. I'll be right in front of all of them, and ain't none of them gonna say anything. Watch. I can guarantee that because that's how it's been every day. Like I was just up there, like 3 years ago? Yeah, and I was cooking and making more money than all y'all put together. How you like them apples? I'm always find a way to capitalize. They've found every way. I mean, these people are working with banks, financial institutions. They've committed financial crimes. These folks have committed tons of federal crimes. This is Supreme Court stuff.
Tons.
You know what I mean? Like the court system has been used. They're corrupt, right? In Travis County Jail, the nurses were in on it too. Remember, I was asking for a Tums, bro, and the lady, they wrote me up for like all these violations, major and minor, like 4 different ones. The way that I've been treated and what I've been through is astronomically wrong. Yet all them folks that go in there though, again, that are part.
Joey, I don't remember you asking for a Tums. I remember you saying that you had a government pathogen, and the doctor told you to take a Tums because all you have is some ulcers.
Part of the other groups, right? They don't go through anything like that. They get everything handed to them. And then I'm literally the one who's defeated, completely. I've completely won in the street. So again, these other 2 groups, because again, my folks have it the hardest, and it's never
And
been even
there's the yield
close to
sign.
fair, right? It's so
Yield ship will
one-sided,
be
and I'm
coming right up.
so much stronger and truly so much better, right? That I'm winning in the street the entire time that all this is going on while they're doing all this. That's how real my story is. So I'm winning in the street, but they're making every excuse for those 2 groups and giving them every avenue to do everything. This is why all this stuff happened out here. This is why I can't even walk certain places without there being some kind of weird nonsense going on, right? Like serious stuff. Because these people are tied in.
I gotta say, the knit beanie's really selling the homeless angle. All he needs is, like, if he can put his water in a brown paper sack and carry it around.
Yeah.
To all these different groups,
You getting bombed again for us?
Yes, I am.
gangs. I don't fear nobody. I had to stand up as a man to everything and everyone. I'm the real deal. I am the mob. You understand? And it's just crazy to me that they've had so many numbers. It has taken so many people. They've done everything, tried to tire me out constantly, barely slept for years, right? Because of them, right? Everything they do is intentional. The full gang stalking program, right? With like way, way on a whole nother level. It's the biggest case of that I've ever seen, my case, right? And there's tons of
Thanks for stopping by, Rich. We'll see you.
evidence. And they didn't even stop and get smart. They didn't even stop and get smart and say, well, I'm going to stop giving him evidence for his federal lawsuit because he's guaranteed to win already. No, they keep going. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, you're so confident. Obviously, you just feel like the whole system is corrupt because it is. You know what I mean? The courtrooms, too. That's why God has to intervene. Heaven had to intervene for me. Heaven and God intervenes every day for me because he didn't have a choice. God has to. Like, that's the only way I made it this far. I shouldn't even be here, bro. I'm only here because of God. So when these folks want to do this, just like God said and told me, go against me, go against God. I can guarantee karma. You understand? It's already happened. It already came out in the download. These folks is going through.
When he says God has to intervene from him, I imagine that he's like that turtle that's in the middle of the street, and you pick it up and you take it and you sit it to the side, and then it turns around and walks right back out in the middle of the street.
Was it a semen turtle?
No, it was not.
A reverse cowboy
I've
semen
already
turtle.
heard about it. I already heard about folks on 6th Street going through hell. Everything falling apart for them. All of them. Hey, that's what happens. Told you it is what it is, man. Evil people get what they deserve in this world. Real talk. I don't care what you say. That's what it is. Ain't none of y'all no good. I ain't never done anything wrong in this entire situation. I stood up for myself
Always
and
right.
defended myself.
Never wrong.
Okay? These people had numbers the entire time.
Tell me
And
what
all
I
I was
did
doing
that
was
was
trying
wrong.
to handle everything right. And all I've done is protect myself, protect my life, and protect my assets. And I'm going to continue to completely at all
even if
costs
we get
because it's what
dementia, I'm
matters.
gonna remember that
My
video.
life matters.
What was that?
Even if I get dementia, that's the only thing I'm gonna remember. Tell
Yeah.
me what I did wrong.
Just spewing Cheeto dust.
You understand? My future matters. My health matters. I matter. You know what I mean? I don't got to matter to you. I matter to God.
Batman lives
I
matter.
matter to people. I matter to the world. I have a purpose and I matter to me. You understand? I didn't ask you how you feel. You don't talk like that in person, so quit volunteering and talking online, bro. I don't do that online game stuff because we all real people. We all out here. These are people I'll walk right in front of, bro. What are you talking about, man? Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to get online and start acting. That stuff is crazy, man. That's why I have a digital career and you don't, because I'm real. I'm not going to do what you do. I don't do that, period. And I don't talk fake stuff on here that I won't say anywhere. You know what I mean? Everything I say, I back up. That's the difference. Got nothing in common. Real talk. Never have, never will. So, I mean, like I said, let them do what they do. When I showed up to Austin, I had over $300,000 in the bank. I was paying about 4 or 5 G's a month living in the Holiday Inn off Austin Town Lake. Women were trying to holler at me right and left, and I was ignoring them and didn't even care. Right? I had a girl
That
at the
doesn't
time,
sound stupid to
right?
him.
And she was working with the corrupt ones.
Paying $4
Most
grand a month to have a hotel room.
most of his brags, when you think about it, sound stupid. It's like backwards. It's like, you know how that makes it sound worse, right?
Yeah, rather than have an
And
apartment for half the money, I'm gonna have a really tiny space for double the money.
Yeah. And I'm all alone, and all these girls are hollering at me, but I just ignored them.
Doing what they were doing. Y'all asked me about my Batmobile. Like I said, she's the one who had the corrupt ones and these people playing with the tires. You understand? It already came out in the download and reading that these folks are still trying to do that
It's always
stuff. Everything
tires.
that I own, right? These people keep doing this stuff, but then folks say they do their job. That don't even make no sense. If you had done your job originally, there's no way any of this could ever happen. And that's how they did the whole thing. They never did their job. And then I was in a position where I had to defend myself and had no choice. All of it was manipulated by them and these corrupt ones. It's manipulation of the system. Like I said, truth and the facts will be presented in court. You're all going to look silly, right? And the truth is just that everybody is basically going to wish they never met me completely because I'm everybody's worst nightmare. That's what you don't get because I'm a good, righteous man and you all did this and you want to run around and brag about it? Okay. Keep that same energy in court. I want to see you brag about what you did concerning me to that jury. I want to see how a jury that's real feels about that. You know, and I don't even have any faith in the court system, but I have faith in God. That's the difference.
Pick a
I have faith
lane.
in God, man. God will set it right. God will fix it. As messed up as it's all been, as unfair as it's been, I can't even work a job anywhere because these folks will call it. And they're doing this in front of everyone, and you're still acting like it's not illegal. It's the silliest
Joey,
thing
you
I ever.
can work a job anywhere you can find available. Just don't make videos about it. Nobody will know where you are.
For her, bro. These are federal
Real quick,
crimes. They're
that
the
door
highest
came
form of-
through the mic so rich
Uh-huh.
that I actually stood up a little bit. I'm like, who the fuck just walked in my house?
Yeah, it was very clear, but it doesn't sound like a door anywhere in my place, so I felt safe.
Yeah, Sticky says it sounds like his studio door. He's always checking over his shoulder.
Crime there is. Yeah, nobody does their job. Nobody can even look at me anymore. They're ashamed and embarrassed because, like I said, the truth is going to slowly come out. It's going to gradually come out. All this is going to happen at once for me, like God said. I'm going to be filthy rich again. You know what I mean? I already am and well still. I held on to. I'm the only self-made trillionaire who exists. I'm the richest man who's ever walked the planet. And I never, even when I didn't have cash or money, I never let it leave me. It doesn't matter what I have because it's my soul. I am the money, brother. That's what all of you need to understand.
I am the money.
Mm-hmm. I am the money. I know who I am.
Money, money,
Yeah,
money.
it doesn't disappear. My accomplishments, the money I made and spent, everything I built, it doesn't just disappear because you're a stranger and you're talking and I don't
The value absolutely disappears.
know you. You are silly, man. That's what they think. They think if you walk into a building, you like them. Not at all. But yeah, I'm just telling you the truth. I was driving my Porsche around, paid for cash. All these cars already paid for cash, with over 300,000 in the bank. Running around doing whatever I
And now you got jack shit.
want in Austin. That's who I am. And folks want to act like they don't know who I am. I didn't run out of money. I didn't waste money. These folks targeted me and set me up a million times, and I kept winning. And I held on to everything. And I was a gangster and stood on business and won in the street. I'm a winner, baby. I'm the champ. Yeah, no, not you.
You didn't hold on.
Who forced you? Who forced you to go to Vegas and gamble it all away, Joey?
God.
I had to.
And let's just, he talks about, I held on to everything. I still got my Porsche. I still got a car lot I pay $100 a month for. That's $1,200 a year, Joey. If that was 10 years ago, you spent $12,000 on a lot to store junk cars that are never going to run again. That's a flex to you. You're an idiot.
You failed. I won. Easy.
And I suppose that was the end of that one.
Man, he's really worked up. What happened?
I don't know if it happened on Facebook or where, but he's been talking about the bars back in Austin, Coyote Ugly. A bunch of girls have been talking about him, talking shit about what happened. And he got wind of it, and now he's just mad. So this was the previous one that we still have 42 minutes in. We're going to switch back to it, where he was ranting about the bars.
Yeah, that was why it was so weird. There was that other chick. She saw me with a chick, a girl, right? Because I'm always getting with different women. Let's just get real, right? I'm like Tupac. I get around. Yeah. Yep. And that's the one that TJ's obsessed with. I can't even remember her name. This is how irrelevant they are. I don't know. I don't know half their names. I don't pay attention. I know Carter's a joke. She claims that she's from Houston, from 5th Ward. Who what broad that's like me. Okay, and you're nothing like me, but I mean, I'm just saying from that group that comes from 5th Ward in Houston. You are not from the ghetto, sister. Please quit playing.
He ended the last one.
Good. And they all really got this hyperinflated ego. They think they're someone. First of all, Danny's not even slightly attractive and looks very masculine. Number one. Your talk. You want to talk, right? Let's talk about, let's talk about the opinion of a dude who actually has been with Alexis Texas. Tyrese D. Yep.
Being a porn star is not a brag.
No. That's like renting a Lamborghini.
Yeah. I ran through something 300 men have ran through. Wow.
How retarded I am. I'm going, he's still alive. I'm looking at your fucking YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm still alive. You gotta come visit, Sheriff.
Oh, shit.
And Alexis Texas, literally, I turned down, right? Over and over, right? And Alexis Texas was in her feelings. Are you going to talk about the truth? Furthermore, Alexis Texas couldn't even handle me.
She was trying to use him for money.
Okay. You see how this is getting worse, right, Joey?
That talk and what y'all do for a career, and all y'all are down and out and doing horrible all the time, and you're miserable and unhappy. And Alexis Texas herself could not even handle Tyrese Lee. This is the fact. But you said I'm crazy. I'm crazy because I'm living my life and I'm shining and I'm a baller and a gangster and a thug. I don't think that's crazy. I think that's what all you trying to be. Last I checked, ain't that what the banditos want to be? And there's not a tough thing about them. Walking into a bar in Austin on 6th Street, trying to pretend that you're tough or you're someone. Like, what? Yeah, that worked real well. I said, I'm the bouncer at Soho. You know about me. The whole street know about me, homie. That's why you said you notorious. Yeah, I am notorious because everyone knows I'm a real martial artist who really about it and really has history of getting down all over 6th Street. I'm $1 million in the street, sister. What? Who are you talking to? Yeah, and all them other groups, they want to get keys to bars and front and flodge and false flag and pretend they tough or someone, and all y'all keep giving them these fake little management positions, right? Because you two groups have dominated the labor market, and you haven't dominated anything. You've just been there in the way, right? And you have diluted that labor market as much as you could for years, and now it's my turn. Now I'm going to finally get my money, the wealth transfer, right? And I don't have to work. God already told me you're never going to have to work again, so I ain't worried about it. See, that's the thing. Them groups have always been jelly of me because they know I'm better, and they want to pretend I have more opportunity, right? But that's not true. I have more opportunity, not because of my background, not because of anything else. I have more opportunity because of God, because I'm a good, righteous person. Yeah, so again, Carter is not from 5th Ward in Houston. She's not from the ghetto. She's not from the hood. She's a joke. Gabby is another one. She's fake. She'll just smile in front of you and pretend she's cool and everything's so nice. Melissa's fake. She'll do the same thing, pretend and act like she's no nice. I mean, so nice. You sat there in front of me. She gave me a ride, dropped me off at a hotel, right? I have never even once paid attention to Melissa in any way, shape, or form. I could care less. And you just said somebody who's gorgeous, who's not. If she's so gorgeous, how come she can't get herself a real husband? Like, that dude looks like he literally crawled out of the bushes or something. You want to talk? Yeah, you want to talk? Huh? What are you talking about? Yeah, does he know that Melissa goes behind his back constantly entertaining these other dudes, meeting up with them? And like, it doesn't matter what she's doing, or I don't care about that. I could care less what any of these folks do. You know, why was Tish concerned about women trying to get at me in the bar? Remember, she said, no, none of this. Like, why are you up in my business like that, lady? I'm a grown man. It ain't my fault that you look how you do. You know, TJ used to, all I'll say is TJ used to moo a lot. He used to go, man. And then Zoe likes to wear cow pants, so we were always laughing about the cow pants. Cow pants. Who the hell wears cow pants and works in a bar? Cow pants. Looking like a big Bessie running around.
Cow pants.
Cow pants. Yeah. She said, I can't wait to tell him. You go ahead and you run and tell him. You go ahead and you run and tell him that, again, Tyree Sneed established all the facts, and that's why I don't come around you and I don't talk to you, and I don't care about your little bar, and I don't care about nothing you're talking about, and there's a federal lawsuit, and definitely a lawsuit being filed on Coyote Ugly for everything you did because you targeted me. You're part of a conspiracy. It's collusion and conspiracy across state lines. I believe you accepted bribes allegedly too from people, either the Red Triangles or Carly Fiorina. And either way, whether you did or not, you were in touch with an underground illegal organization that was targeting me. Their intentions are completely clear. They're guilty of the highest form of conspiracy crime there is known to man, that I don't have to say it because it's absolutely horrendous and disgusting that that's their intentions, right? Because they're simply jealous of me because they found me on YouTube. Jealousy is real, brother. Just like they said, the jealousy is real, brother. Yeah, talk about the truth, right? That's what y'all do. Y'all move in negativity and jealousy. It's never anything positive. It's never anything real. And then folks like be groggy in the morning and show up at that bar and ain't even getting nothing done. You act like that bar means anything. That bar is a failure, as well as every other Coyote Ugly. I don't care what none of you say. Real talk. 100%. And like I said, I'm who's taking you to court. I'm taking Coyote Ugly to court. All in good time. Be patient. 100%. And that lady who likes to go in the bar and flirt, I heard, and she'll entertain dudes who are scrubs, right? Because she's nobody. She's just a regular person. She's not rich. She's not successful. She's like all of them. And that company is going down the tubes, right? That lady is going to cough up all that money, right? Because I don't believe there is much money, first of all. But the thing is, it'll be like company yield profits. Like, it's not money that goes in her pocket, but it's the company as a whole. You might end up having to sell me the whole Coyote franchise.
What? Did anybody understand any of that?
I got fucking nothing.
I got lost about halfway through. I can't follow that logic, Joey. There's too many leaps.
This is how karma works, lady, and this is how it works. I mean, why am I so important to you? I'll tell you why, because I'm the real Batman. That's why all y'all so triggered and pressed when I come around. That's why Foxy was losing on her fake live that ain't gonna make no money. Y'all beg, bro. Y'all beg for stuff that ain't even worth not even a millionth of a cent. Are you serious? But you want to talk. You want to say something to me. What can you possibly say to me? I would love to know, sister. Any of you. Sorry, but what? Like, come on, bro. Oh, yeah, and then I heard Gabby went back to college or school, or went to college or school. That means she failed as a bartender. She didn't succeed. She didn't make any real money. And that's what y'all do. Y'all barely get by and pay your rent.
Hey, hang on. Wait a minute. So, the logic is you go to college when you fail as a bartender?
Yep. Don't you know college is just a backup job?
Yeah, dog. I failed out of being a janitor, so I had to go to college.
You're right. You're like that other dude, Carlito or whatever the hell his name was, Carlos. They all have the same names. Whatever the hell his name was. Like, come on, bro. Y'all are all the same, bro. Y'all struggling out there, bro. Y'all been struggling. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? You're telling the truth. Tell them about how I G-checked and sunned everybody. Tell them about what happened with that other dude, too. I forget his name. What's that dude's name? He liked to go into that bar right next to Coyote that's part of this, and they corrupt, too. That manager is two-faced. He's hypocritical. He's fake as hell. He'll be like, yeah, I'll help you out. They never help. Yeah, you know which one? The Buck bars, the Buck franchise. They're a part of this, too. They all work together. None of them are innocent. They're not good folks. They're not good people. And then white boys that they hire too, they're part of it too. It's an underground actual criminal conspiracy. I don't care what none of you say. And there's 100% guaranteed money laundering and embezzlement going on. What they need to do is the feds and these folks need to investigate every bar on 6th Street. I guarantee you there's tons of crazy stuff going on. It's nothing but criminals. And my part is just because you a so-called fake criminal, because you're not real, and you do a bunch of horrible nonsense that you shouldn't be doing in the first place, doesn't mean you get to talk to me crazy, okay? None of you. I'm the mob. You're not me. You're not tough. You're people who make a lot of mistakes, and you're regular folks. Stay in your lane. Got that? Stay in your lane.
Joey, you're the one out here telling people that they're not real. If they're not real, then who the fuck are you talking to?
Other than that, yeah, I've had enough. I ain't hearing nothing they talking about. Let me see. Any other points I got to go over? You got that other dude who's the giant. He's the Jolly Green Giant, right? That wannabe. He was trying to act like he was tough. He has no emotional self-control. So he was going around wilding out, acting crazy, and probably in and out of jail and prison, or should have been. Like, he was going to slip up at some point because he was trying to act too tough. Then you brought in the biggest guy you could find, right, from the San Antonio Coyote Ugly. That was a joke, and he kept on, picking up everything in the bar like he was proving a point, right? Another meathead, right, who wasn't even strong. I mean, none of that stuff matters, bro, and none of that has to do with being tough or being a martial artist. Like, he doesn't know martial arts. What are you talking about? That dude was so crazy. He said, yeah, I used to be your size. Yeah, right. Like, what did you do? Eat like eight cows at the same time? What? I used to be your size. Like, what? Bro, let me tell you something, man. I know what you want, and that's why you're unhealthy. You understand? See, that's the thing. When you got guys like that weak, they want to impress girls, and in the process, you're not impressing anything when it actually comes down to it. What you're doing is just, doing it to yourself and messing yourself up. That's what a lot of weak dudes do. See, I'm me. That's what you got to understand. So, yeah, she thinks it's cute. She want to open her mouth. Okay, no problem. Now I just went in. Now,
so if I'm not mistaken here, Joey is saying that it's inconceivable that somebody his size could ever be big.
let's see you respond to that. And I'm going to be out on 6th Street, too, walking right in front of you talking. And I'm the king out there, and everybody know Austin is my city. And I'm an actual celebrity. Like I told you, I won, honey. I succeeded. When I come back as the successful real Batman who literally defeated the cartel time and time again and does this for a living. Every day I wake up, most of the time I put on a bulletproof vest and steel armor. And I go out in the street to get busy. You don't live like me. Y'all ain't gangsters, and you ain't thugs. There ain't nobody on 6th Street who a gangster. I know everything about every single one of y'all. I got a story about every one of y'all, how you soft, one of your mishaps, but you'll never hear a story about me slipping up, ever. You'll never catch me looking silly on camera, nothing, because I'm really what I say I am. See, it's about a name. You understand? It's about basic respect. It's about when somebody's a hood legend, you can't do that. It's a violation of G code. You can't run around talking crazy on somebody's name. There ain't nothing fake here, homie. And the thing is, you got an issue with respecting me because of my background and who I am as a person. And you want to act like we're not street or we're not this. I'm the example of what a man should be. Oh, y'all folks ain't even from the street. So I'm setting the record straight and proving to you. No, my folks have always been the gangsters. And all we do is get this. All we do is get jellyfish. We don't get no favors. We don't beg for handouts. We don't ask for none. And I made every dime myself off hard work. Now what do you got to say, lady? Yeah, I'm a man. I don't ask for handouts. I don't deal with broads like you because you're not anywhere near my level. I know my self-worth and my self-value. Seriously, I would never even entertain you. All them chicks that ever worked at Coyote Ugly, there's not a single one of them that I would want to date, that I would even talk to, that I ever flirted with, nothing. You can ask all across the board. I promise you. So what are they even talking about? Like, see, that's the thing. When you're around and you already feel that insecure and you got to go out your way to try to make a statement that ain't even happening and ain't even in existence, that's crazy, man. That don't even make no sense. Like, what statement is you making? That y'all jelly? Yeah, they think they running something. You don't run nothing. They run their mouth. They don't run nothing. Never have, never will. You understand? And now you're finding out too, and that's what I'm saying. These agencies are here doing their job finally, and they never ever, did what they were supposed to do as a government. So now they have to do all this. No, I'm glad it's happening. It's what need to happen. I hope they come down here, and I hope they do what they're supposed to do. 100%. That's what need to happen. That way we can quit having to deal with all this riffraff, right, and nonsense. That's all. Because I, for one, am tired of it. I want all these agencies to just do their job. I want them to investigate. I want them to make the arrest that they're supposed to. I want them to do what they're supposed to do. because that's not my job. I'm a civilian. I'm the gangster in the street. I go hard body. I'm independent and sovereign. I'm an actual thug. I'm the mob. I operate independently. I don't deal with no one. I don't answer to no one, and I don't got a boss. You know what I mean? So that's why you saying that fake stuff. You don't have a business, but I do because you listening. They actively listening, bro, and then they talking about, oh, nobody knows you, but you just admitted and said I'm notorious, and you know exactly who I am. You claim it can't be both, sister. See, you right there, you got to have it, and you're not making any sense. What's up with you? You okay? Yeah. See, they think this stuff is gonna work, like, and then you keep saying folks is mad. Ain't nobody mad. People are naturally gonna, feel some way and get upset if you're lying on their name. I mean, that's being a human. Yeah, it's called reacting and responding. It's what humans do. Yeah, and you're not human. That's why you just sit around empty and miserable, not doing anything. What are you talking about? What? You're not happy? You're not anywhere near my level. Are you serious? Like what, bro? You have no money, no nothing going on. You in Austin, bro? It sucks to be in Austin right now, man. I know you barely getting by. You got to worry about your stability literally every day. You got to worry about, is this next paycheck even gonna come? Like TJ's out in the streets if it don't happen. That's why when I went to the hotel, I stopped calling him. I was like, I'm not gonna keep on sharing a room with you. You know what I mean? You're a grown man. I want my own space. You feel me? Like, and I don't even live there. Like, that's the thing. I walk down the street, they be talking about, yeah, you see him, he's homeless. How am I homeless, but I've owned a mansion and a estate this entire time? How that make sense? How I'm homeless, but I got access to buildings worth billions of dollars? How am I homeless, but I sold a 50-acre property in front of the same people saying I'm homeless? It don't make no sense. What it shows is the agenda, and that it comes from Kali Farina, and it's literally a actual, like, nationwide, worldwide conspiracy, I believe, 100%, and it's all directed at me, and it includes all of the Freemasons. It includes the Bavarian Freemasons that I defeated, all the witches' covens that I defeated. I'm a witch's worst nightmare. So what are you talking about? See, you talking at the wrong time. You want to act like you don't know about me. You know about me. You know what I mean? Like I said, no, I already know what it was, man. I went to pick up my check. Them fools looked shook. It was hilarious. Because they know I don't answer to nobody. I don't respect any fake authority, and I'm me. You understand? Like, I stood up for my respect. Like, you're going to talk to me with some respect. That's all. It wasn't even that big of a deal, bro. Y'all make a big deal out of every little thing, bro. Tish was sitting there complaining. I heard that you lost your job. So what was the point of ever working there in the first place? Let me ask you something. What's the point of working if y'all ain't going to ever own estates or buy anything and own anything? If you're never going to have a home and you're never going to be able to make that kind of money, which is over 100,000, 300,000, what's the point of working at all or even trying? No wonder you feel so defeated. And you got a self-defeatist mentality because you'll never, make it in the game or win or be successful or own anything or be rich. And all of them in their feelings. So all y'all do is complain and whine and make false calls and run and complain and, be in your feelings because that's all you know how to do and that's all you've ever done. That's all you have to offer anybody. Because at no point were any of you about making money or money makers or successful. So what do you mean? Brother, I got nothing to hide. We could talk about anything. Like Max B said, ask me anything. I'll tell you a level. You feel me? I got nothing to hide. You want to talk? She said, I can't wait to tell him. Oh, okay. So you just admitted to collusion and conspiracy there, right? Real smart. You do understand that it's a RICO case, right? That's already won. The entire federal lawsuit is already printed out. I already have it. Just like I got names and channel names that involve all the YouTube stuff on my True Alpha Dating Advice channel. You can go see that publicly. The agencies have no excuse. They need to do their job and they can make the arrests. Anytime they want to do their job, that's on them. Like, I could care less. God, God sees all. God is going to handle all this. He's been handling it. That's why I'm not worried. The fact is 6th Street fell apart and everything on it fell apart and everyone there got their karma already and will continue to. And the karmic storm is just barely beginning. So have fun with that. So next time before you speak my name, right, and she got real quiet too. She started to realize, yeah, this dude's for real and he's not backing down. Right. I stand on business. You don't seem to get it. There's guys you can talk about and there's guys you can't. I'm one that you can't. Understand that. Yeah, see, the Banditos ain't it. That's why the Banditos back in the day, they were like, yeah, do you want us to back you? And I said, no, I handle my own affairs and problems. I don't really need like Bugs Bunny behind me. You're not tough, bro. You go to Coyote Ugly, bro, to hang out together and you're grown men and you get on motorcycles. It's like Cartman told you, like, everybody just thinks you're right. What? You're not gangster. None of you. You're not gangster. You're not thugging. And like I said, I don't care how many different folks it is. All y'all people keep acting like you want to really be on this energy, but y'all don't keep that same energy when I'm in person. Everything's fake. And on a platform, much less where there's rules and I got to be real calm and follow the rules. I don't even talk like this. I talk a whole different way. Yeah, these folks are soft, man. That's what they do. Talk behind your back. Oh, yeah, I just remembered her name, Michaela. Michaela was the one. She saw me with some broad out there, right, that I got with because I'm always getting with different women because I'm a boss and a player.
The girl
and,
you felt
literally,
behind the dumpster?
Michaela was their inner feelings. That energy came out of nowhere. Like, I was always nice to you. I was nice to every single one of these so-called women. I never was anything but respectful and nice. Never even had a problem. I don't know where all this is coming from outside of jealousy. I mean, you can't tell me that it's not that you're jelly because I built a company. That's why you're trying to take the words out of my mouth and say you have your own business when you don't, because I do. They literally quote me, bro. These are self-defeated so-called women. That's why they don't know anything to do because they're devoid of knowledge. Ignorance is hard, man. When you like that, that's why they can't get no other job other than dancing on
Ignorance
top
is
of a bar. And
hard.
y'all don't make no real money, man. I've seen the tip outs, and like I said, I 100% think that y'all have been stealing and pocketing money and are guilty of embezzlement, theft, and everything across the board. That's a drug ring and another Epstein ring that I just discovered, and I'm not joking. I know this for a fact. You can say what you want. I know for a fact because I know what I saw. And why did you let the little Indian that couldn't get away with his crime that he committed right in front of me, right behind Coyote Ugly? Why did you let him get away with that? Because you're corrupt. So what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Then there were members of Coyote Ugly getting arrested, going to jail and prison probably, right? And they were sitting there and couldn't do anything about it. And the other dude who's a scrub, he would always talk and run his mouth, but like, you can't even speak to me, bro. You don't know who you're talking to. And he was trying to say, well, don't take him to jail. And the guy was like, he just did what he did. I have to. Like, that's the thing. Like, y'all folks is abrupt as hell, bro. Y'all don't know how to act in there, bro. There's nothing professional about you. Keep my name out your mouth. I ain't got no connection to you. I would never want a connection to Coyote Ugly. It's a sad, embarrassing establishment. And I guarantee you, if you ask anybody real and read reviews, everybody going to say the same thing. Keep my name out your mouth, bro. No,
Well,
I'm
if
not
you
you.
never
I don't
wanted a
talk to you
connection,
folks.
you probably wouldn't work there. It's weird if you want distance from a bar and then you applied to it.
I'm gonna work here, but y'all just mind your own business.
Like I said, anytime I worked there was to get my money so I could pay my property taxes, sell my 50-acre property for $100K, which I did. And other than that, I never wanted anything to do with any of you. I think the whole thing is a joke. It's a silly bar in the first place. Like, what? I could build a bar that ran better in 5 seconds. Like, real talk.
Then do it.
It ain't nothing. So what are you talking about? Like I said, John was jelly when I made that 10 grand. So was the manager at Barbarella's. Drake was saying all that fake overcompensating. Drake was talking about, yeah, I got over 100,000. I'm just out here to be out here. Yeah, right, bro. Y'all need to stop lying, bro. All you do is lie. You ain't never gonna have no 100,000. Why are you overcompensating with me? Why are you in front of me, jelly as hell, talking about you this and that? You're not that. Drake, you are not a tough guy, bro. The thing is, like with you, like I said, and you can sign the waiver straight up. You love to act tough, bro, but you do it with everyone else. You ain't never done that with me for real, man. Come on, homie. You want to really like sit there and pretend? Drake was never a tough guy, man. You look silly at barbs. You committed a million crimes because you can't even hold it together. You have no emotional control, no self-discipline. You ain't that strong. You're just kind of a big guy, and that's it. You were never tough. You ain't it. You ain't it, brother. Just straight up. You ain't it. You ain't never been it. And I really am it. So, like I said, no, I mean, if you feel some way, hey, no problem, brother. I mean, you can sign a waiver. I'm for real. See, I'm not these other dudes. I'm telling you, if you think that Drake could hold a candle to me, you silly, bro. Real talk. That's what he said. They so delusional. They want to keep saying things they know aren't true. And you're going to talk right in front of me and troll in reality? And I'm supposed to care? This is why I go silent. This is why I don't talk to none of you folks. Like, bro, do you know who you're talking to? Do you know what I do for a living? I'm Van Helsing in reality, bro. And then them folks in society like that, they're so fake, they want to act like they don't even understand it. Like they don't comprehend, but they do. Could never walk in my shoes, little homie. Ever. Yeah, like I said, I'm my own league. Anybody can sign a waiver. You feel some way, you really think you something? I mean, okay, no problem. Because to me, I welcome all challengers and I accept all challenges. You understand? I'm just saying, bro, y'all do a lot of talking and all this and that. I don't have no point to prove with folks like you. And that's the point. They want to create another distraction. Man, I wouldn't even entertain something like that, especially right now. It'd be silly. You know what I mean? And after what I've been through, my whole point is like, I already won against y'all. What are you saying? Drake is broke. Y'all in Austin, bro. The living cost is too high. Y'all gonna stay poor. You ain't never gonna get nowhere because you don't know what you're doing. Just straight up, bro. I don't care what you talking about. You ain't make no money. You ain't make money like that doing basic bar security. You got bills to pay. Come on, bro. Can't be serious, man. No, you make no sense. If you had money like that, bro, you'd be traveling, you'd be having fun, you'd be going to the best restaurants, going on vacations, everything the best of things money can buy. Like me, you ain't gonna be sitting there working at Coyote Ugly with no 100 grand, bro. You gotta stop that. See, I'll do that. That's my style because I just won't let you know. And like I said, I'll be back up there on 6th Street. I ain't worried about Coyote Ugly, that's for sure. I don't even go in there, bro. I don't go over there. I don't go anywhere near y'all. I don't want nothing to do with them, bro. That's what I'm saying. There's nobody that wants anything to do with them. That's why it's the same regulars and the same people that go over there to drink because it's all basically the people who were always, always failed and were never anybody. All the posers and the liars. That's exactly what goes over there. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you want to have an opinion. You want to act like you better than someone, but y'all are literally not even close. I mean, we're talking about literally, I mean, this is literally the lowest tier of whatever that you could possibly talk about or deal with. Are you serious? What? So I ain't worried about your opinion. I ain't worried if you and your feelings. You say that you're not mad, but all your actions reflect and show otherwise. You all are obsessed with me. You keep talking about me. Danny was sitting there saying, are you still rapping? Right, because you saw my rap career that was real and I'm worldwide independently established. And you felt some way. And that proves that you were talking to the Red Triangles. I know exactly what it is. I know all y'all talk together, they talk to each other and got together. That's a very unfair thing to do with a gangsta who really pays dues in the street and is a real dude, to be watching me and trying to monitor me, and I'm trying to do what I need to do as a man. That's completely unfair. That's why it's a federal lawsuit. You have no right to be paying this much attention to me. Why don't you get a real job, get a real career, go get yourself a real home, because every single one of them is homeless, and that's it. Get a normal job and move on. By the way, Tommy Berghart, the other main dude over there too, he's broken poor, and all they do is go to fake coyote events. Who the hell wants to do that, bro? Even that lake trip was silly as hell. You understand? And I'm gonna keep it real. I know what they was trying to do. I know what they was trying to do with all that, and I'm not even joking. I know exactly what they was trying to do with that. When they took us out there to that lake and all that, I know exactly what they was trying to do. Real talk. Like, nah, hell no, bro. I'm good. You know what I mean? And there was actually a moment there where I swam out, and I can see how you can get too tired. You know what I mean? And it almost happened with me. No joke. And then they were playing games on the slide.
When Joey jumps in the water, do you think it creates an oil slick?
And then that other little dude did what he did there. So yeah, they were playing real games, and it was a whole conspiracy. So pretty much everyone who worked around that time or was a part of this, you're part of collusion and conspiracy across state lines as well, right? And it's a RICO trial and a RICO case, and it's guaranteed. I don't care what you say. No, it's guaranteed RICO federal indictment, right? Because I mean, you can just see all the crimes that have been committed, and I have actual evidence of it. I have a receipt on Cash App from TJ, right, with him repeating the rhetoric that the red triangles use, which is a crime. Right. Like I said, this one, Foxy, is now guilty of slander. Right. And I mean, I don't have to prove it all, because, like, I mean, that's on a platform that they probably don't record it. Maybe my lawyer can pull records, but it's not really, it's irrelevant. But the point is, like, no, I mean, if whoever is a part of this, if you're going to admit admission of guilt, which you just did, that's enough. That's all I need. They can investigate on their own and figure everything that you all have done, because it's not just regarding me. It's all around the clock. You're trying to tell me that y'all commit all these crimes? That's sad, bro. That's hilarious. You do all that and y'all still poor? There's not a single girl who ever danced on that bar in Coyote Ugly that's ever been rich or successful, and that owner of Coyote Ugly is poor too. I don't care what you say. These are facts. And I'm telling you the truth. What happened is they're a little bit too insecure, and I can guarantee you that the owner of Coyote Ugly is doing something with that money, and they take that money, and I bet you anything they're doing a bunch of other weird stuff. Yeah, and then she's trying to, like, act like they're models and stuff. Like, they're not models lately. Like, why are you taking them out to places and having them, whatever, try to pose for the camera? Like, I venture to guess what the hell else is going on. Like I said, Brandon's the manager at Soho. Everybody knows he's corrupt and a full-blown narcissist. He ain't about nothing. I exposed him, stood up to him. He knows what it is. He's scared. He's shook. And like I said, he's literally guilty of what Epstein does. And everybody knows it too, 100%. And he does it right in front of them. So how are you going to tell me anything when, I mean, even your police force in Austin is a complete joke and completely corrupt? Like, what? The man is like in his 50s or something, at least, if not older. Like, he's an older man, at least 40 something. A grown man, bro. Like, what? Like, yeah, that's why he has all them functions for them college students at the bar. Yeah, his name's Brandon. Huh? So what are you talking about? Oh, and I told him what it was too on Facebook already. Like, straight up. Like, nah, he needs to grow up. Like, it's getting sad talking about, yeah, we've been in business for this many years. Yes, and Soho has always been one of the worst bars on 6th Street and was a complete flop. Congratulations, Brandon. And you have tons of people, tons of employees who say that you never paid them. And one of them who you didn't pay, I believe, was guilty of another crime. Yeah, I know everything about everyone. The guy, and he was asking me for help. He was saying that some of these gangs were talking to him and telling him things, and he was running to me for help. You know what I mean? Even after what he did, it's crazy, man. It's just crazy out there, And then you had the other guy. He was talking about that Quack was responsible for him getting locked up. That's what he said. He said Quack was responsible. I know exactly who I'm talking about. The thing is, all these folks want to think there's someone. None of you are anybody. This is the thing. You can tell yourself whatever you like, act like this. That's what people in Austin do. They try to act like there's something they're not. But see, I'm the real deal. You can play all those games with whoever you want, just not me. See, I'm the real deal. I'm the real thing. You understand? So yeah, no, the buck stops with me. I'm the brick wall. You understand? With anybody. It don't matter. There's not a single one of you out there who's tough, bro. Just be yourself, brother. And that's the thing. This is what happens when you meet dudes who really from the hood and ghetto like me, the original hood that was actually built, right, and defended it, and really from the projects and really, about that. Like, I'm about that. I'm the real thing. You not a single one of you on 6th Street. Don't ever act with me, bro. Come on, man. You know what I accomplished when I was at Dizzy Rooster, when I was at Chug and Monkey. They had me up in the office. They said, we need your presence because you're the best security on this street. They had me at every little event that you don't even know about, and they had me up in the office, lamped up, chilling. What are you talking about? Till then folks started doing what they doing and kept calling the phone of Biggie, the owner. That's the only reason I lost my job. Not because I did anything wrong. Jermaine was like, you're the best employee we've ever had. He was like, you're amazing. I built the bars on 6th Street. So when you say nobody knows me, that's the silliest thing I ever heard.
Joey built the bars.
Because everybody know me. Like I said,
Hey, Joey,
as far as I'm concerned, bro, the more the
I'm eating some freshly cut extra sweet pineapple spears. Just saying.
Shamrock has trained her body to absorb pineapple.
I love pineapple, dude.
Barrier. You know, the more people want to go against me, want to keep on, you know, trying to play with my name and defame my character like they did with Pac, that's fine, because the more you do this and the more spiritual stuff you do, the more powerful I'm going to get. And that's how it works. And you've given me a real reputation, and you prove you're not giving to me. I earned my reputation first. So let's get that straight. But my point is, you solidifying my reputation and you're validating it. See what I'm saying? So yeah, you could do your smart stuff, and y'all watch me succeed every day, and I get paid to talk publicly. And I told you, I'm gonna talk about your mishaps and your mistakes. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care what none of y'all say. I'm 100% gonna be the reason why all this
Joey
stuff
is a
stops. All that
faggot.
drug
Joey is
trafficking,
bum.
all that these
Joey is
criminal
a
rings,
hobo.
right?
Boo,
All
boo,
of them,
boo.
the drug rings, the Epstein rings. I'm gonna be the reason why all this stuff stops. I'm going to be the reason, just like I was the reason down here and everywhere for a lot of corrupt officials being arrested because of the evidence that I've presented forward publicly through this platform. I'm going to be the same reason why there's a whole bunch of arrests made on 6th Street. Watch. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it that bars are going to shut down because of me, and all these folks are going to go out of business, and there's going to be all this karma coming their way, and they're going to be like, what the hell happened? What happened is you met Tyree Sneed. You'll meet Tyree Sneed. The minute Tyree Sneed touched 6th Street was already about to get shut down. And that's what happened. You ran into Tyree Sneed and you wanted to play games. You wanted to pretend. Sorry, because none of you would play games in front of me. You wanted to pretend you wanted to play games.
I guess he does have a point. Anything he associates himself with ends up going belly up.
Right? So now
Sorry, I'm back.
Bless you.
God's going to handle it all, and karma's coming. Watch. I guarantee you that every bar on 6th Street will get shut down now. I guarantee you that 6th Street as a whole, right, is just not, it's not going to succeed. You know what I mean? So, I mean, do what you do. My business is thriving and succeeding, and everything y'all touch is going down the tubes and failing. Everything I touch is turning to gold. You feel me? No, I'm about my respect, man. I stand on business. You see, I don't let that stuff slide ever. I don't care who it is. I don't care where I'm at. That's the difference. And I'm going to tell you what, I would never, ever, you know, allow myself to be in that position. That's why I don't be around y'all. Because I know what folks like you want. You want to pray for my down.
That's who eating?
Frosty, I thought she was.
Oh, no, I'm here. I had to take a phone call. I'll just say it to you, Sheriff. My mother called me. She was at a Sam's Club. Liquid IV is $20 for a pack of 30. Did you want me to grab you one?
No, I mean, because then the shipping to ship it over here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could eat the shipping. You've shipped me things.
I'm not going to say no.
All right. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Downfall, and that's what you want. You want me to get
That sounds like an illegal backroom deal, homie.
upset and react and respond and stand on business somewhere
illegal
so you can have an
front room
excuse.
deal.
That's what you've been trying to do this entire time, man. That's cowardly as hell. How you gonna front like
That's
you
where I
about
got
something
these
and talk all this
fresh
crazy
pineapple
stuff, but
spears
then have a
from
system
Sam's
you
Club.
hide behind?
I
Yeah.
fucking love Sam's Club.
I've got like a bucket of fresh cut, extra sweet pineapple spears.
Oh my god, it's my favorite fruit. Especially
mine too.
fresh. Oh my god. It's great.
Uh huh. Yep. And these are extra sweet. Oh my god.
And try to rig everything.
I'll
and,
eat it
and,
till my
and,
stomach
and hide,
hurts.
literally hide, and try to rig everything so that
Like, I really like pineapple juice, but I'm not a huge fan of just the pineapple.
everything I do is wrong, but everything you do is just okay and excused. That don't even make no sense, bro. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard. You know what I mean? So for me, like, I don't care what people tell themselves, man. It's funny to me. It's crazy to me how y'all do this much talking with a dude who's completely independent, solidified, and the real deal. There ain't nothing fake about me. I'll tell whoever right in front of them. That's the difference.
Actually, no, I think what it is, I like the pineapple orange blend. And I ate just the plain pineapple. It was good, but there was something lacking, and I think it was the orange.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Wait,
go
Fuck
to your
the orange. Fuck the orange altogether. Just give me the
What?
pineapple.
What did you say? Say it again, babe.
I said I like the pineapple orange combo.
Mhm.
And when I ate the pineapple by itself, it was good, but there was something lacking, and I think it was the orange.
No. Pineapple lacks nothing. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. It likes orange.
I like
9 to
orange
5.
too.
That's what all y'all need
But
to
it
do.
ain't
Go to
better
your
than
9 to 5,
pineapple.
right? Be quiet. And
I didn't say it was better than pineapple. I said they're good together.
I did.
mind your business. That's what all y'all need to do. Straight up. All y'all. Ain't none of y'all built like this. Ain't none of y'all me. Ain't none of y'all from the street for real. Ain't none of y'all it. But I am. You understand? Real talk. I don't care, bro.
We're gonna
I'm
be
with
together
whatever.
22
That's the
years
difference.
this year.
Yeah. So see, that's the
We may as well just go ahead and fight. It's coming, right? Have our first
Right.
fight. We've never had one.
Mm-hmm. Or,
It's on the horizon. Can you feel it coming?
or
Can you feel it coming?
you can not tell me how to eat pineapple, and I won't tell you how to eat cornbread. How's that?
Alright.
think.
Cornbread's
No, when you really a
disgusting.
thug and a gangster, there's
So
dues
is
you have to
pineapple.
pay, and I paid mine. It don't
No,
ever stop for
sorry,
me.
it's not.
I'm cool. Bring it on. Bring all of it, man. Bring all that envy. Bring all that jellyfish. Bring
See,
all
you
them
couldn't even
lies.
have a ceasefire for a
All
second.
right.
You had to get a little jab
As
in
long-
there at the end.
Sorry, as long as we're all gifting here, because I was
No, we're
thinking,
fighting, Sheriff. You're interrupting our fight. You want a piece of this too?
I was thinking the dehydrated serranos that I still haven't shipped yet. But then I was thinking, because you were making sausage a couple of weeks ago, I go, hot or mild? And you go, mild. I'm not really into hot things. And I'm like, well, shit. Do I even bother sending the serrano chilies yet? Because then I was thinking, now that we're talking about fruit, I am going to be picking up a bunch of fucking fruit and throwing it on the dehydrator. So now I'll get some
Ooh.
pineapples and I'll sip you guys some dehydrated fruit.
Yeah.
See, when I say
okay.
I'm not into hot things, I don't mind seasoning with hot things.
Ah,
but
okay.
there's some people that just overload it, and that's
Serrano
all you.
peppers aren't that hot. I
No,
don't
they're
know
not.
what you're talking about.
You don't
All
know
right,
what we're
we'll send
talking
those
about
too.
because you're watching Korean soap operas.
Are you, Shivy?
No, not right now.
Uh huh. What do I see if I turn around? Let me see.
Turn around
I
right now. What do you
swear-
see?
All right,
No,
she's
tell
actually
everybody
she's
what you
actually
see.
no, she's actually paying attention to the chat. All right.
Yeah,
I
oh,
swear I was down. I was around for the inception of the whole fucking Korean soap opera thing. Because she used to show us videos when she used to live stream, and then it would play the next video on autoplay, and it
Yeah.
would always be some Korean shit. And she's like, hold on
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but yeah, I do watch Korean soap operas now. And yeah, I think it's the curse of this house because right before he passed away, my father-in-law told me that he watched them too. So I think it's this house.
That guy, your dad watched Korean soap operas
Yeah.
too?
He got into it. He liked. I think he started. Like he liked anime,
Hmm.
Oh,
and
dope.
I think from there he kind of got into like Korean television in general, and so he started watching
Yeah.
shit.
And he would tell me about it. And he would also tell me, and then he told me like he watched Korean soap operas before he died.
Yeah.
And now I'm in this house,
Yeah.
never watched them before, never had a desire to. I watch Korean soap operas now.
Now, see me, I took that to mean, well, shit, I ain't watching Korean soap operas because, you know, look what happened to Dad. But then,
Oh.
Jesus.
stay as far away from those as I can.
You know,
That's what took him out. It was the Korean
Yeah,
soap
it was.
operas.
if I had something hard like a brick to throw at the back of your head right now, I would totally do it for that segment.
They're just so violent.
I am. You're saying your Korean soap operas killed your father.
I'm just saying there's a correlation.
Oh, Dad, don't haunt. Okay, if you come back down to haunt that motherfucker, not me and Bean. We love you. I love Korean soap operas, Dad.
I don't
You're
think it means he doesn't love his dad.
Oh,
I
I
think he
know,
thinks it's I think he thinks it's a shame that the Korean soap operas killed his dad.
Yeah, it is.
I
You know.
think that yeah, it's all part of his dark humor. I don't think that means he doesn't. Of course, he loves his dad, but he's still a butthole.
No,
for
Dad
saying-
would be laughing too.
That's true. That's true.
But-
Let's fight.
but
Let's. You want
back
to
to-
continue fighting?
Yeah, let's do it. Now, back to what I was saying to Sheriff. I like seasoning with hot stuff, but when heat is like the main flavor, that kind of puts me off. But no, I can do like I like hatch chilies. I like up to like jalapeno level is about my line.
Copy.
And I'm gonna prove every lie you ever said wrong with the truth. And I'm gonna stand on business. I already proved all y'all wrong. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I mean, the owner of Coyote Ugly will never come close to me financially. Not
Oh,
anyone, not the
God.
owner of the entire franchise, could never hold a candle to me. Okay? And that bar has a history of how they treat employees and how they treat men. And that is going to come out in court. I can pretty much guarantee that that whole enterprise is more than likely, after I file these federal lawsuits, more than likely they're going to go out of business and get shut down. They might have to sell me the
Joe,
entire franchise.
they just
and I deserve
opened
it.
up
You should give it to
two
me.
more Coyote Uglies. I think one was in like Scotland and the other one was in the UK. So it doesn't sound like they're doing that bad.
Well, it's like if you can't make a business with like alcohol and pretty girls,
Yeah, half naked girls dancing on the bar. We can't
Yeah.
seem to sell drinks.
it's like when they said that Hooters was doing bad and going out of business. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
What happened? Well, Tilted Kilt went out of business. How did they fuck that up?
You can't sell tits and beer? It's fuck.
I could see Hooters go because Hooters the food sucked. Like And you only interacted with your waitress while you were ordering or whatever.
Well,
I
I
mean,
haven't-
but
I
Coyote
haven't
Ugly, they're
been-
dancing in front of you.
I haven't been to Hooters in like 23 years, maybe. It's
Yeah,
been a
that-
while. They did have a really good Southwestern burger that was awesome that I liked. But other than that, I couldn't tell you really how their food was.
Yeah, I haven't been there in like 15 years. That's
Probably
just
why
because
they
someone
went
I
out of
was
business.
dating worked there.
Now, they have a place here called Twin Peaks, which is, I don't know how they're doing financially, but they're like sort of like a Canadian lumberjack theme.
I think I've heard of this.
Yeah. I don't know. Kind of like a Hooters, but Northwestern or something.
Straight up, you don't get. I'm a real businessman. You want to talk to me? Let's talk money and let's talk business. Like I said, the owner of the entire franchise, I've made and spent way more money than you could ever fathom in my life. That's why you're doing this. You're doing this because of my success. See, that's
More than you
wrong.
could
That's sick
ever
and wrong. When
fathom
someone
in my
succeeds,
life.
you should reward success. You don't sit there and act like this. You know what I mean? Like I said, they had no reason.
He used to use the word fathom a lot more. Now it's inkling seems to be one of his favorites.
To even act
What-
that way. They
what
could
was
have
he
just been
saying the other
normal
day?
and
How he was going to walk around town unabridged. And it fucking cracked me up for like 5 minutes. I don't know how Sheriff kept it together. I'm
does
like,
say,
does he mean like unimpeded or like
I
what
think
is
so.
unabridged?
I think he means unimpeded, but because every time he says unabridged, I translate it in my head to under a bridge.
and
That
been
makes
like
a
a
lot
normal
more sense.
person and taken the opportunity to get to know someone or whatever, or been productive or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? They could have done the right thing, but instead, oh, you want to play games. That's crazy. You know what I mean? That's all. What's this one looking at? Another one. That's all these so-called women. You got an opinion, you know what I mean? But you can't stand on it. But I'm out here every day and I stand on business. And they all feel some way about it. That's what they do. Oh, I know him. You don't know anyone. What you need to know is a job application.
You don't
That's
know
what you need to know.
anyone.
Yeah, and I talk right in front of all y'all. Hey, I ain't about nothing, bro.
You can tell he hates women so much. It just oozes from him.
Bro, y'all with this fake stuff. Feel me? Like what? Y'all got something to say? Say what you're gonna say, man. All y'all don't stand on business. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. Every single one of you. What is you talking about? Huh? Yeah, exactly. Every time. Just like now. Every time they skedaddle. Don't be looking at me somewhere. I ain't nobody. Ain't none of y'all. None of these folks is nobody out here. None of them anybody in Austin. You understand? And they mad too. They mad because these agencies here doing their job. Good. I hope they do their job. That's what need to happen. Real talk. It's crazy, man. That's exactly why we have these problems. If it wasn't for that, if they would have just actually protected what they're supposed to protect and been a normal place, you know, we'd be good. Hey, you dropped one.
See, I saved this person's life.
I know he's gonna fucking say it, Sheriff. Oh my god, I'm already gritting my teeth. See, Batman helps
He's all
people
right.
out.
I just helped him out right now.
Yep,
'cause he
helped
dropped
him out.
something.
I fucking hate
Yeah,
you.
man. Like I said, I'm gonna address everything publicly. I'm a
Just
public
had to
figure. When you
step
got folks
up,
that
be a
want to say my
superhero.
name and think that's a good decision, not at all. You know what I mean? When you want to act like I'm not going to defend myself and stand up publicly, I am. So no, Austin is my city. Everybody knows. Just like Jermaine told me back then, he said, "Nah, everybody's listening to you." They said, "Actually, your radio show is very well known." So that's the thing. Like they know I'm a celebrity. They know I have a voice, and I'm the celebrity, and I'm what they want to be. And it's weird because I was never on that. I'm a humble dude. I just act like a normal person, man. These folks have no reason to be on what they on and talk to me like this and act like this, and that's why it's inexcusable because it's just wrong. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, you don't want to play games? I don't play games. I'm going to come with the facts and I'm going to win every time. And then you're going to have a frowny face and feel something. I guarantee you that Foxy is going to feel some way after this show. You understand? Because all the truth finally got said. What do you mean? What's the lawsuit about? Collusion, conspiracy, slander, that stunt that A-Ray pulled, right? And A-Ray been getting his karma. He been getting his karma. Real talk. Y'all want to talk about these things, but I don't stoop to your level. You know what I mean? Because them folks really going through it. What do you mean? All I do is wish people well. I was nice to him. I was nice to all these folks. What do you mean? You want me to talk about the other one too that worked there that was asking me how I made the 10 grand, or the other one from the culture that worked there for a little bit and he was always talking crazy and reckless and he ain't about nothing. He's like 3 feet tall, just a regular scrub, talking about this and that as if he's even good enough for any of these women. What do you mean? You want me to talk about the other dude that goes down the street to work at them other joke of a bars? You want me to talk about him and how his girlfriend was running around behind his back? You want me to talk about that? Yeah, he know who he is. Every time I see him, he got the same look on his face. Like you could tell, like all y'all folks, your father probably had the same look, just like mine had his look, and I look like my dad. You have that same solemn look all the time. It's hilarious. Like you know, what I mean, I've seen folks
The
that look
same
just like you.
fucking
Like
gap tooth
you know,
smile.
you ain't on
that's
nothing
for
either.
sure.
You said I'm going to do this and that, right? You interested in women, and that's why y'all can't
Same
succeed. But
hairline.
meanwhile, I made 10 bands in front of your face, and it was nothing. Sold a 50-acre property for $100,000, and I went to Kirby Lane Diner.
But your daddy doesn't look like he missed nearly as many meals as you did, Joey.
No, that was a
And I
fat
opened my
fuck.
mouth and talked about it. That's the only reason why I'm banned from there. Because the guy who wears glasses in there is the fake manager or whatever. He's in his feelings because, I mean, they got to struggle forever. right? I mean, you made up a bold-faced lie. You said that I had whatever feeling some way and this and that, and I'm doing this and that because I said something. All I did was speak and ask someone like, how's your day going? I mean, it's on your cameras. I didn't say anything wrong. I never do. What do
I have a pretty decent translator, Colin, just to ask if you have any questions.
you talking about? Then your other cook was lying too, saying that I talk about women or something, and I had never talked about women at that point. Now I do because of you. Thank you, brother. Yeah. You gotta be careful what you call me, because whatever you call me, I become. You understand? You want to tell me I'm doing things I'm not going to do. I don't play like that. I'm a grown man. So whatever you tell me, I mean, if you tell me that I'm doing things I'm not, then I'm going to go do that. That's the way it works. I don't play games with narcs. You understand? I don't.
Whatever we tell you that you're not doing, you're going to go do. That could be lucrative.
I don't back down. And apparently my formula works because it's how I made it this far, and it's
I
why I'm
love
winning.
this. Like,
I
we've
just
never
went against
used
Coyote
reverse
Ugly. So like I said,
psychology
I
on
could care
him.
Yeah. And like it's not like we've ever called you anything prior to the fact. Like when we call you shit, it's because you've already proven that you're a piece of shit.
God is going to bless me. I don't need none of you. I don't need no money out of none of this. And like I said, they might end up having to cough up the whole business and end up selling me the entire business. And I won't have to buy it. They'll just have to give it to me because of what they did targeting me.
Yeah.
So
Then I'll
I'm
just
only
be
one with a
called
tangible
ugly.
federal lawsuit, not just concerning Coyote Ugly. This is a whole bunch of establishments. I could do the same thing with Friends. I could do the same thing with Soho for sure. I could do the same thing with all of them. There's not a single one of them that's exempt. They're all the same.
Then do
Feel
it.
me? Oh, and Speakeasy too. And I can prove on Speakeasy, all of them. I can prove that it was wrongful firing and that it came from the red triangles. Yeah, I can prove the whole
Hell,
thing.
Hell,
Yeah,
sorry,
because
Tom.
it's on camera, and Kevin was saying, "Oh, you're too slow." And it was a 3-story bar, and I was moving fast as I could, and faster than anyone. And I'm fast as hell. I mean, I'm like faster than Usain Bolt. So literally, not joking. So I was moving fast as hell, and I said, "Go look at your cameras." And he didn't want to do that because he knew he was lying. You can't just make up lies. You did the same thing at Barbarella's. That's another wrongful, you know what? So I have all those wrongful, you know what's at these bars, and I'm going to prove that it all came from these people sitting online on the.
We have a speakeasy not too far from here that's actually pretty cool. You walk into the building and go downstairs, and it's like a laundromat seamstress shop or something, and there's this old payphone on the wall, and you pick up the receiver and you give them the password.
See, I wonder if are they all like a fucking chain? Because I have one down the block where the train is.
Yeah.
Where same thing, you pick up a payphone and then they slide in a fucking door and let you come in.
Yeah, and there's like this classy basement bar down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The internet that are part of an underground illegal organization. I figured out my entire case, man. I figured out the entire plot against me and everything these folks did. You know what I mean? They're going to have to pay me a massive settlement, all of these different folks. And I'm talking about, we got lawsuits pretty much anywhere I go. So any company I walk in, any restaurant, any building, any business, I would suggest you tread lightly. Okay? Because anything you say wrong to me, anything you do wrong concerning me, any false stuff, anything my way at all is getting documented and is being part of a federal lawsuit. I will file lawsuits immediately. You understand? Not immediately, but whenever I get the money and I'm ready to actually do that. Feel me? I'm in no rush. That's what they don't get. I'm in no rush. You got to remember, I'm doing well, man. That's the whole point. I'm doing well. And I came a long way. And all these other folks, they just want to talk. They ain't about nothing. They ain't never been about nothing. I don't know what they talking for. I don't know what they could say, especially to me. That's absolutely crazy. That's heinous. You know what I mean? But like I said, let them do what they do. People is going to keep on talking about it. Gossip is a real thing. It's going to carry my name. And in the long run, it's going to help me. And I'm going to keep on building. All right. So I'll talk to y'all in a minute, man. Keep it real. And I'll do another show like right now. All right. We'll be right back.
Alright, so everything's finally current. I don't know why he felt the need to end the show to immediately go live again to do another show, but hey, there you go.
Because he's retarded.
Retarded.
So at the end of his the most current one, he was on the way to the park, but he never showed himself getting to the park. I wonder if, because it's MLK Day, school's out, and I wonder if the park is just filled with kids and he may be scared to go in there. I'm just
Possibly.
speculating.
Yeah, because he hates being too close to other people, so he probably is just like,
Worried
bunch of
about
people-
maybe the phone's going to ring again and
a bunch
get
of people in my
confrontation.
office today. I gotta take the day off. That is entirely possible. But anyway, that was, we did pretty good. I covered a 2-hour show and a 15-minute show, and I've been live for 2 hours and 20 minutes, so it's pretty efficient. But anyway, I will talk to y'all next time.
I appreciate you, bud.
All right. Thank you for
Thanks.
hosting.
Thanks for coming up, chat. Thanks for hanging out. It was a long one. It was boring, but we got through it.
See ya.
Next time.
Later.